recording. Sorry.
Okay.
I had some.
Well, that's fine. That explained why we had a spike in internet connection for a second there. Oh, these are. Oh, Redead problem was coming from towards the temple of Naru, the monastery. They kept heading. You went and checked on the crypts of the lower level warriors and found that there was a caster that was trying to tamper with the seals and continued to find or head back, and after asking found that the only thing that was the shadow of the mountain, which is basically the northern tundra. There's no life there. There's a large lake. That's basically a large frozen lake on the other side. That's the starting point of to cast. And so we found basically a turbo lift, a frozen chunk of ice at the tube that leads down to the middle of the lake, and you ended up out in a greeting room outside of the throne room, walked into the frozen lake in an area where there's no to find the necromancer sitting on, or the redeadmancer sitting on a throne, and a little shocked to see somebody in his house for the first time. Any other questions, comments, or concerns?
I think I picked up most of what you said. I am noticing a little bit of break once in a while.
Yeah, I was getting cuts in and out, but I got most of that. I agree.
Right. So I don't know if that's just. I don't know.
Yeah, I keep seeing my internet go from like 32 milliseconds to 400 and back. So we'll see if it sticks around. Let me make sure everything else is closed. Okay, good. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close all that. I'm going to lock this real quick and close that. Protect sheet. Set permissions, only me, so people can't cheat and go in and change their WWE predictions after the show has started. I hear you meowing. I still don't care. Going to full screen the call because it's fun and it makes it easier to look at you guys. Okay, so questions, comments, turns, opinions, thoughts about the whole world, the campaign in general, before we get started.
What color is the Lich King's hair? My cat has not.
That's important.
It is not. We'll say he's got a hood on, but from what you can tell, eyebrows more black, raven looking. I don't know why it matters.
It's important.
It could matter.
It could matter.
You never know.
No, man.
So, remind me again why you guys were here. I know. This was my way of getting you guys to think about it.
Right. I believe we couldn't climb a cliff. That was the original plan.
Well,
no,
decided against climbing.
We could not climb the cliff.
I could, probably, maybe.
We could not, and then we realized giants.
Right.
Yeah.
So, oh, hey, look at that.
Incoming bird.
Is that a bird?
Well, I don't know who else it would be. He's the only one that can get into this call.
There you go.
Right. Plus one bird.
Plus one bird. Okay, now I can start doing video.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
We were just doing the recap of everything, and I was asking if you guys remember why to begin with.
So we came here to investigate some of the weird signals that were coming from the far north.
Zach, pull your mic away from your face. Think you're breathing into it. Yep, much better.
Because we were going to, the options were basically stay and help the monastery because undead were converging on the monastery for an all-out assault. We were like, no, F that. We're going to go check out this pulsing undead nonsense. I think it was north, away from the monastery.
Yep, they said all of their divination magics from Naru had just kept giving them visions of the frozen lake in the shadow of the mountain, and so you wanted to head there and see what.
We also may have infuriated everyone at the monastery by suggesting that it just be destroyed or abandoned.
It was a suggestion only in case. We're trying to give them options. That's what it was. There was
abandoned. It's like, Captain, we have a leak the size of a pit about abandoned ship.
Yeah, they didn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is bitter cold down here, but not cold enough that you can't survive. It's just like if you've got a spouse who refuses to turn the heat on until it gets to a certain degree, and they're like, put a sweater on, or a mom or fed that from, it's that kind of chilly. Like, there's a chill in the air, probably high 50s, maybe low 60s. But even though it's warm enough that people can survive and it's not frozen, all of the ice here doesn't seem to be melting. Almost like it's the cold outside is helping keep it cold. The ice itself is, you could tell it's water. You can kind of see through the darkness or the cracks through the ice and see that there's darkness underneath. That the bottom of the lake is there, and you're not on the bottom, but you're kind of floating in the lake. This is like a giant chunk of ice that's suspended in the middle of the water. Somebody's already targeting range. There goes Suthrak going, are you within sight? Good to know. The lights here, the torches are of obvious magical origin. It's a bluish flame, and they're radiating light that, as you can see, reflects off all the light and everything else, but it does not seem to be producing no heat, as you see no melting ice around it. The other thing you immediately notice is that there are no doors, no extra rooms, nothing in this area. I do need an active perception check from everybody in the party to see what other small features you might notice. Ben, do you need me to hop on Roll20, or did you get it?
No, I've got everything up and running.
Excellent.
But a terrible perception check, so.
Hey, look
matter.
at that. Emberly was actually paying attention at that point.
Well, Kitty is not. It's
I
water.
will.
Why did Kitty roll a disadvantage or as advantage?
The first time on accident. So, but the re-roll wasn't any better.
Oh, I see it. Oh.
I mean, it was a little better, just not enough.
Yeah, I'm still more worried about all the water.
Yes, I foresee no scenario where this thing just floods and kills us all.
Taking out the magic caster sitting inside the magic room.
Who else? Zach had a decent roll, so we'll give him something. Okay. All right. So I sent private messages to people that notice things in their perception. As you guys all walk into the doorway, he's sitting at his throne and he looks up at you. Oh? What brings you here?
Did you say you sent a private message to people?
Through Discord.
Through Discord. Messages. Okay. Got it.
So he just kind of perks up, and it's like he already measured, it's like 120 feet across, so it's pretty long, but not super long. And his voice definitely echoes because there's nothing on the walls; it's all solid, reflective. So, what brings you here is the comment from the man sitting on the obvious throne.
passing through.
I need dice.
First words out of his mouth.
He chuckles. That's good. Hey, you come into my domain uninvited.
Well, did you get an invite? I didn't get an invite.
I might have left it at home.
We might have burned them in the fire on the way here.
It was really
That's
cold.
possible. We did burn everything that wasn't eaten.
It was cold.
I see you bring one of the light. You come investigate on behalf of Naru.
I would say that I do.
Okay.
Might I ask why you dwell in such a wonderful abode?
Sorry, I'm checking your stats while I make rolls for you guys. It suits my needs. Interesting. You're the first to come here. I figured the monastery would have investigated me long ago. That being said, I have nothing for you here, so I'll allow you to leave with your lives if you'd like. Go back and tell the monastery I'm of no importance and to leave me to my work.
Are you behind the undead attacking?
Oh, sounds cutting out.
Oh. Is he? I asked if he. Is he behind the attacks on the monastery?
Okay, my internet is going in and out, or my disk is. I heard the last little bit. I'm just double checking to make sure that everything is set correctly. Okay. All right, so need a get Discord up on my computer. Inquire animated. Behind? No, of course not. I wish I had that kind of power. Interested? Most definitely. Has been the subject of my life's work the entire time. So, no, you can tell them I had nothing to do.
Do an insight check.
You can make that with. Roll it again. Take it with advantage.
Oi.
Critical fail.
Hey.
Did I say advantage? I bet disadvantage.
Okay.
So, no. You, from your insight check, you can tell he doesn't seem to be deceptive. Definitely unwilling to give forth information. Definitely safeguarding his own ID, but doesn't seem to be blatantly misleading you or lying.
Okay.
I will, as a DM, open it up to other party members to ask questions, take actions, do whatever you so choose.
I am doing video, but noticing that there's no. Obviously, he's a lich, right? I can tell that much, or no?
He looks human from here.
Okay. I'm gonna mention. Do you know? It was a long journey. Some of us may have to use the restroom. I don't know.
Well played. He stops and he ponders. He goes, "That sounds like a problem you can deal with when."
I'm a lady. You don't have a place for me to use the restroom?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Charisma check with disadvantage.
Damn it. Okay.
You may use persuasion.
Okay.
You can use persuasion or just straight. I mean, it's your charisma, so you can persuade, but still with disadvantage.
Okay. Damn it. Well.
He stops and he kind of shuffles in his seat a little bit, and he flickers a little bit of black magical energy amongst his fingers. He goes, "You're starting to wear out my patience."
Well, if we were to be on our way, how would we be about that? Because there appears to be no exits leading to the surface.
Same way you came in.
Okay, I don't think I can fall up.
Oh man, you're not that dumb, are you? No. He's like, you need to tell me why you're really here. I've told you I have nothing to do with your problem of corpses rising, though it is intriguing.
Well,
Literally.
I don't know why these others are here. I'm curious. I've not seen anything quite like what you've managed here.
Sorry, your last couple words cut off.
I've not seen anything quite like what you've managed here. It's intriguing.
Of course it is. You may make a charisma check with advantage.
Oh, great. I'm great.
I know it's your dump stat.
Oh, not disadvantage. Yeah,
Man,
not terrible.
It's not terrible. He goes, of course it's intriguing. I'm investigating the way our world works. I'm investigating reality and life itself. What makes you think it wouldn't be intriguing?
Well, I'm not saying it wouldn't be. It's just I've not seen many people who are interested in such things. It's quite the useful thing to be investigating, I would say.
Who here is of good alignment?
That's a fair question. Hang on.
I think you are being a follower of Naru.
I'll go with it. I have myself as chaotic neutral.
No, that's right. Your character's backstory. You didn't really give a crap as much. Even though it's weird because you're one of the few neutral ones that, followed Naru.
Yeah, I'm kind of like the bastard child of Naru.
Yeah.
Yeah, really scary.
Oh, God, ow.
Whose mic is that?
Who did that? Ow.
Ow, I think it might be Zach's crinkling. Maybe not. Nope. I thought Dolphy was frozen. He was just sitting really still. Like Drax. So he stops and he looks at the...
I love you.
You're one of the first to immediately not make assumptions. You're one of the first to not assume the way the world has been taught is the way it is. I will allow you to stay and converse if you so choose, but warn, if you cross the line, you will never leave this place. Well, not of your own volition, at least. And he chuckles a little bit.
That was a little bit creepy.
Well, I found that the world as described is typically unfair to many people. I'm sure someone of your background and talent could probably be familiar with the fact that there are abilities that the light frowns upon.
Of course, there's always a cold to the hot. When you start a fire somewhere, the house will be consumed. Am I not correct?
That is a logical assumption, yes.
Logic. Logic is the key. Logic is the reason I am here. Tell me, bees and other beasts of the land, a human and another human, no matter how hard they try, cannot unless they are blessed by one of the powers.
You
Science
cut
and
out
logic
there.
explain why life itself is limited, yet animals can freely procreate.
In reference to the balance of life, as it were, that no new life can come forth until one has left in existence. There's always a balance of sentient beings. About 500,000.
Not often someone of the light would understand. You would just normally assume that Naru causes or Ponde or Giza, one of these forces. Although there are many that believe that our world itself controls who lives and who dies and who breathes. I, for one, don't take answers in front of me and like to look for more.
No harm in digging a little deeper.
Hold on one sec. My Google Home is going nuts.
We
Trying to use Google Home?
Google Home. What are you doing?
That's all right. I'm having internet fluctuations and lots of photography keeps it.
Meow.
All right. Unplugging the Google Home. She's trying to use the wall behind me. Go.
Is he dying? He's dying.
Am I losing internet?
It was kind of for a second there.
Yeah, you were stuttering.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. All right. Give me. I'm waiting for it to turn green. All right. Looks like it's green. Give me a couple minutes. I'm going to go reset my modem to make sure I've got a good.
Okay.
All right.
Food break.
Good. He needs to upgrade from his Fisher Price modem. Just saying. So,
I can't hear you. Bert, your mic's muted.
well, no, his mic's up here.
Yeah.
I was muted. I was
It
talking.
mutes when
I was
you
like,
flip it
"Grr."
up. Yeah, I could see the visual frustration, but it was.
I just got the
I
video
couldn't
all
hear
set up.
you.
It's like, God damn
So
it!
Ben, what are you getting at here? Like, do we think this guy's evil?
I don't think he's a good person. Let's be honest.
Well, I
Who lives?
certainly don't think he's good, but on the other hand, from a pragmatic standpoint, he clearly knows something that no one else either knows or will tell us about.
Right.
And information something we lack at the moment.
He doesn't.
Whether he's good or not, he might be able to tell us something useful.
There is a little bit further about this guy because Emberly, even though she hasn't been able to say it right off the bat, has noticed some things that are off. Like, there's no place to use the restroom anywhere.
I mean, he can just piss on the floor.
Right, but I mean, there's no living quarters. There's nowhere to sleep.
Well, is this the same?
So I hopped on my phone.
Okay.
So we can have conversation. Because it's on the 4G.
Whoa.
Well,
Can y'all
we
hear me?
gotta
Oh, hold on.
flip to the other camera.
Shut up. So am I coming through clear?
I see
I'm
blackness.
losing you behind the music.
I don't know where the music's coming from.
Well, there's your video.
All right, now I got video. Now we're good.
Yep.
I think music was Zach.
Okay.
All right. Well, I reset the internet. I'm using my phone on the 4G for now. And I'm going to actually.
God damn it! There goes the video.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! Ah!
We should all bounce back. We all seem to be going back to our right. Brady
Right.
Bunch square.
So
It's
frustrating.
fine. I'm not really. I know we need a better way to make it where it stays. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
moment.
you're a bit quiet, but
Yeah, you
I
can
I
we
can
can just turn you up.
Well, I've got it on. I'm using my cell phone on the 4G for now for the Discord part, just so we can have actual conversation without it getting interrupted.
All right.
And we'll see if that. I'm going to watch the connection and see if it got better. I'm back in roll 20, so that's what matters. So,
Okay.
long story short, he basically was saying that most people just assume what they've been told, whether it was brought up through religion or science or whatever, is the way that the world works. And they don't question things. You guys are here to actually question. Interesting. He shits in his chair a little more and he disperses the magic that was.
well, I found that power comes through understanding rather than accepting, and understanding does not come through just believing what you're told. It comes through study, and certainly you've studied. I'm curious as to what you've learned thus far.
Well, the only thing I can tell you that I've learned thus far is that while I can't tell you why life works the way it does, I can tell you there is an active force in our world that stops life from happening.
Hmm.
As in, scientifically, if a man and a woman go to procreate, there is something that is interfering with.
So, might this be in any way connected to the heavy use of materia in the world, or improper use?
Interesting. I'd never actually considered that before. Materia is just a natural phenomenon. Anything? Just a certain crystal that harbors energies around it
Right.
ends up storing them for use.
Well, I mean, not all. I mean, it seems like some of those crystals have a different kind of, like they have different properties and such. Like we just ran across some that could heal. That was the craziest thing. So I would think that if they can be tied to life for healing.
He stands up and goes, "What do you mean, Renner?" Yo,
The bird rubs its chest.
Uh, well, we've of recently found materia. I mean, I don't know exactly, enough about materia to know how it really works, but we have recently found some and that was able to heal people. And not to say that it.
he stops and he just starts pondering, and you can't. He's giving you that eyeball of like he doesn't believe you, or he can't tell if you're crazy or if something else is going.
We're
You
also
definitely have
aware
him
that
teetering. You have him teetering.
we also know that some of this materia was recently brought to the monastery,
That's a good
where
point. Yes.
it may have been used in a way that had a cascading effect across the countryside that I believe you're familiar with.
So you believe that is where all of these corpses started rising was due to the improper use of this special materia?
That seems to be the most logical conclusion.
It left a crater.
Well, my work here has nothing to do with the materia and simply tracing the effects of life itself, birth to death and beyond. But you're telling me that the materia harnesses energy. Somehow, certain materia can harness the energy of life. That would be the most important discovery in the universe.
It certainly is an intriguing find. Not one I expected, but one I can't deny to be true at this point.
Everybody roll me d20.
Hold on, get there.
Man, we're doing great.
Are
High
we?
tide dolphin.
7, 9, 7.
I don't know if we are. Doesn't feel like we are. Oh. Yep.
This is golf, right?
We're going for the lowest. The lowest
This is not
roll.
It's kind of rough.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Just waiting on Chaz, who's muted.
Sorry, I was on mute because my wife's doing thing. How do I actually roll the d20? I have to wait
You
for-
can use the
Dice
dice roller, or you can /roll space one.
Okay, so I'm doing /roll 1d20 and nothing's happening.
D20.
Fourth,
Not 1D20.
fourth left.
Oh,
roll.
just
Just d20 will work here.
it's not working.
1d20?
No.
There's a dice roller too.
Yeah,
There.
if you go
Yeah.
to the
I
left
think you have to
thing.
put the numbers on.
If you go to the
Zero
left thing,
roll.
it just
Good
says
old rock,
D20.
which is good. So nobody rolled above a 10.
Nobody rolled above a 7. Okay.
No, I
I just rolled an at 20.
it's gonna be one of those days.
I can feel it. I feel it.
Yep.
Well, in the past, high rolls on the d20 have been bad, so.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys all suck. But Ben, you rolled the highest, but you're actually involved. So, Dolphy.
Yeah.
Dolphy, you have this overwhelming urge to kill this guy.
Dolphy, why?
You hear a voice in your head that sounds very familiar, like a naked elf with bacon.
Yo.
And she goes, "This man is a servant of evil and he's tampering with powers that are unholy. He must be removed." Dolby, move your speed.
Who is doing that? Oh my god.
Yeah, I heard move my speed.
Move
And
your
crackle,
speed
crackle.
towards. It's not me.
I think you said move your speed towards the thing.
Yeah, towards the thing.
Okay.
That thing. Alright, princess.
So. Okay.
Making progress.
You're drawing a line really well. Just grab your guy and move him.
There we go.
Move the guy.
I was on the
There he
wrong
is.
tool.
All right, Dolphy, you walk forward and you draw your weapon.
Oh shit. Wait,
And
why
then
are
you
we doing
realize
this?
then you realize you've walked forward and drawn your weapon.
Okay.
Like you were not in control of that. And then you realize that you were not in control of that. Like something was pulling a puppet string. So you can now go back to conversing or turn around, walk back, whatever you want to do. By the way, the 4 pillars that have the gray line around them, those go all the way up to the ceiling. The ceiling for Zax is 30 feet, but it is with sharp icicles across the entire ceiling.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Dolphy, you were just literally controlled. And you heard Bacon Elf's voice.
Yeah, I think I'm
In
okay
your
with
head.
that. Because I haven't been a fan of this guy anyway.
Okay. So Bert asked you, well, what are we doing? Emberly's like, what?
Wait. Hold on. Excuse me?
Pause slightly there, but still stand with weapon drawn. Not a problem. Are we drawing summoning circles on the map?
I don't think Candace is using law of equivalent exchange over here.
Sorry.
Hey, Zach,
Got distracted. I want to, if I may, just take an action to Eyes of the Dead to discern the location of undead within 60 feet of me that are behind total cover and are protected from divination magic. And then, okay, I'm gonna saunter up to him. I'm gonna like walk around the room like nothing's happening. Just have to get in range.
Zach.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Really?
Someone died.
So spirit moved, not under his own volition.
Zach, you've got to mute your mic, dude.
It's fine at my end. I'm gonna cast.
Oh, is it Chaz's back? Because I hear the crackling, then I hear the music. That's all I can hear.
Yeah, we think the music is coming from Chaz.
Ah.
Yeah, not for me.
I thought crackling became. Nerd.
So nobody else has moved yet?
No. All of a sudden, spirits started walking forward and he drew his weapon. The necromancer just kind of stops and looks at him and gives him a look and kind of steps into more of a defensive position. What are your intentions, Tabaxi?
As I'm standing here,
Brad, just so you know, your video is really frozen and kind of all messed up, at least from my end.
All right, I'm going back.
Oh, there you go.
All right,
That's better.
See if the internet connection on the computer holds.
Now I'm just getting.
Lots of RF.
Well, it's not Dolphin, or it's. I'm gonna mute. No. Is it me?
Hey, it might be.
You got music playing in the background?
Oh, the music.
Music is Chaz. All right. Anyway, so
It looks like the crackle's me because I'm still hearing it if I'm muted.
yeah, same. I muted Dolphy, Zach, and Chaz, and I was still hearing it. So we'll figure it out.
Yep.
So you start moving forward. What are your intentions, Tabaxi?
Just gonna. I want to move a little closer to. Okay. Not sure as of now. Not trusting the situation.
So
Okay.
So
kind of hold
Spirit.
Position a bit.
What are we doing, Spirit? Spirit. Why are we doing this?
I just don't. I don't feel right down here.
Right. So it's not like you to normally just draw your whip and start walking towards somebody. So is there something you want to tell the rest of us? I mean, normally we have a plan for this kind of thing. There was no plan.
All right. Candace walks forward and casts Sacred Flame, targeting the support beam that runs all the way up. A beam of light comes from Nibiru and shines, and it doesn't affect it.
Doesn't affect the pillar?
Correct.
Okay.
The man stops and he goes, "What are you doing?" Looking at Canis.
Something seemed off about your pillar, and I wanted to investigate.
If you're talking about the message from your detect, it's not the pillars.
Is it the ones against the wall?
Oh,
Yeah, is that what you were targeting?
that's what I would have targeted. Yeah, sorry, I thought it was this.
All right, so Chaz, scratch that. Chaz stops, turns back, and casts Sacred Flame on the statue in the corner. And the statue in the corner takes 4 points of radiant damage. 1 second.
I don't like this. Those are big statues.
I feel like I wanted to move forward a little more. But...
You said you were, so you may take one more move, Dolph.
All right. I would have been slowly walking to. Need a little more space forward.
You would have stepped forward. All right, and at that point, make sure you highlight your tokens and roll initiative because he has attacked the undead that were standing on the pillar.
Oh.
Or the re-dead. They are glacial zombies.
Ooh. Interesting.
Hey.
I probably would have, before walking that last bit away from you, Emberly, would have probably mentioned the bacon elf, and just kind of still in my half trance walked forward a few more steps.
Bacon elf. What? What?
Yep. Yep. I don't deal well with magic. It's confusing to him.
That's okay.
Ooh. So I have to go in and delete your old ones. So Bird has a 21, so that 22 doesn't count. Zach has a 15. Ben has an 8.
My 13's correct.
Kenneth says a 12, so the 11 is not correct. But your 7 from last time is not correct. So it goes Necromancer, Ember Lee, Tenacity, Spirit, Canis, the zombies, and then Sethrak.
Okay.
All right. That's bad for you guys because you have the Necromancer having advantage. You swing forth, you cast it. All 4 of the statues spring to life. They're glacial zombies. They look like frozen adventurers, but they're animated enough that without a perception check of 22, you couldn't tell that they weren't actual statues covered in ice. They break forth and start moving. The Necromancer goes, "So be it. More toys for my research."
All right.
Bacon elf said so.
Yeah, but Bacon Elf isn't. She's not here. We're the ones dealing with this.
I don't know. I'm pretty convinced that she was.
Yeah. It's not good.
So boss fights are fun. And so I need to grab the spell he casts.
He doesn't need to cast a spell. He can just, spend his turn pondering why we're attacking.
Yeah, he just casts Power Word Kill. No biggie.
So it should be. There we go.
That looks like a fireball. sized.
That would not be fireball.
I know, but it's the size of a fireball.
It would be a 20-foot radius sphere. That is correct.
Right.
But what you're looking is at a cloud kill spell.
Wonderful. Yeah.
So didn't Canis cast Detect Undead?
He
stuff?
did, and he knew that the statue was undead, which is why he blasted it with Sacred Plate.
Oh.
I struck first.
He got the jump.
For 4.
For 4.
Well, you rolled though, but you do know that it was vulnerable to radiant damage.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm about.
You know what's really
here.
cool is we're all vulnerable to cloud kill.
You certainly are.
But what? I'll just hold my breath. Like whatever.
Vulnerable to radiant and fire. What? Against this party? No. All right, so he steps forward. He goes, "Oh, new toys," and he throws out this ball of gaseous cloud. And he is smart enough to cast it to where it goes in the middle of the room, so it is extending to ceiling and floor, 20-foot radius. So the bird can't fly over it. He's got to fly around it, if you will. And he casts it. He goes, "Go fetch my new toys." And we go to the next turn. It's going to be Emberly. You're up.
So I assume that he's completely obscured. I can't see him, right?
I do believe that is the correct. Heavily obscured, correct.
Okay. But heavily obscured does.
Heavily obscured is
Does it break
as
line of
though
sight?
you have Blake's line of sight, as though you have the blinded condition if you're in it.
All right, cool. Thank you. All right. Then we're probably just gonna do. Yeah, we're probably just gonna do Scorching Ray. So hold on a second. We're gonna do Scorching Ray on.
This is a boss fight. This is the prologue boss fight, just so you're aware. So do take this serious.
Right. What I'm worried
Yeah,
about.
I would never have guessed.
What I'm concerned about is he may regenerate these guys of some sort, and killing them is kind of like a waste of time. Other than, so we gotta.
He may, but these look like they are definitely animated corpses. Remember, metagame, you've never seen somebody be able to just go like, bloop, except for those skeletons could make the skeletons get back up.
Right. That's the experience that I'm going off of.
Right.
Is like this guy's just gonna bring these guys back again.
He may.
So I'm gonna shoot this guy here at the bottom, closest to me with a Scorching Ray. Let me figure out where's my character sheet and spells. This is all fun. Does that work?
No, Chaz, the cloud is complete fog obscuration. No line of sight. If you're inside the cloud, you're considered blinded.
And then I get 3 of those, right? Yep.
I will also point out that you do know that this cloud. Oh, hold on. It does need to go back one then. The cloud is swirling and moving towards the door slowly.
Oh,
Like where we came
It
in.
is a slow. It's a slow tornado moving towards the door.
Oh, well then can I step between these pillars here? This way.
You can climb up on these pillars as difficult terrain. This square right here,
Okay.
and this square right here. You're fine there. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, it's a giant ball of
How
gas.
fast
that's
does it
rolling
seem
forward.
like it's moving? Like it's gonna move like a couple squares, 1 square?
It is not moving as fast as you. It almost moves a third as fast.
Okay, good. All right, that's all I need to know. All right, I don't know if a 12 hit it, but the 18
Oh, yeah.
was 8. So then I assumed a 5 missed.
Let me get back to your scorching rays. Your 5 miss, your 12 and 18 both hit. Ow, 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 ow. Ow.
And that ends my turn.
You literally went.
Actually, I'm gonna use my one ability I think that I can do, where I become blurred, kind of thing, because I casted a 1st level spell or higher.
Oh, you start getting the heat waves around you?
Yep.
So you look through like a heater or a bonfire, and the waves kind of distort the air. You can see that effect happening around Emberly as her hair starts actually flickering up, and you can see little sparks coming off the edge of them, almost like she's generating tons of heat around her. Yet the ice around her is still not melting at all. Tenacity, you're up.
Okay, so they haven't moved yet. We don't know if he's done anything. I guess I'll just. So that guy's like pretty hurt now, right?
Yes, very
Kinda
much.
gray, but okay. So we'll do that, and then we'll just do the smashy thing.
I think that'll hit. Just
Oh,
taking a
Jesus.
guess.
That's gonna hit.
Is it dead yet?
No, it is almost dead.
Okay.
It's very, very wounded. It's very, very dead. You guys laid into that poor glacial zombie. Hold on. Control Z. I need to roll a Constitution savings throw of 11. And I have a +3. Where's my dice roller? There it is. I need an 11. Survey says it survives with 1 hit, but you kill it, and it just kind of stands back up.
Zombies.
Back.
Go zombies.
So they're dead now?
You also are close enough to tell that this zombie radiates cold. The cold is
Damn you, Redead.
pretty cold. It's like one zombie would be, damn, this is cold. 2 zombies would be outside in Wisconsin in January with just boxers on. 3 zombies would be outside in Antarctica with just boxers on.
Who? Okay.
And eat popsicle.
So is he not dead yet?
He's not. You killed him, but he got back up because Undead Fortitude says.
Unless you kill it.
You
with
can tell that
radiant
your
or crit.
wounds kind of kill it. It has to be radiant damage or a crit.
And it forgoes the save.
Right. And then we go to Spirit. You're up. Click,
I'm
click,
gonna
click,
just
click,
go.
click.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna
So does
do
it
one of those.
like I can get between the pillar and that cloud if I go so going from here?
You will have to. That is a. Okay, so you're trying to squeeze around the cloud.
Because I can do that and get all the way to him.
You're a famous like cloud.
Can I? Yeah. Can I go between? Does it look like I would get between the cloud and the pillar?
So I would let you squeeze, but both of those squares would be difficult terrain. You would have to do this. So it would slow you down enough you wouldn't reach him.
Okay.
Just run through the cloud, Dolph. It's fine.
No.
No, thanks.
Hmm.
What are you doing? You are crawling into the strangest places. That's a bug. Don't eat that.
She's adventuring.
That's a bug. Don't eat that. Baby, that's a bug. Oh.
It's got protein.
No.
You just ate a fucking spider.
Zombie with an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I know that cloud's really.
It's almost like he planned this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's amazing how well that fits there.
She's gonna
Right?
She's having fun.
Um,
I won't begrudge her that.
I could only get to there anyway. So I guess we do this. We're gonna take the same path there. Actually, you know what?
Candace, you're on deck. Sethrak is next after him. Yeah, resetting the internet made a big difference on my end. Oh, attack of opportunity.
Yeah, he can take one. I'm bypassing the zombies after
Well, could
watching.
he technically not do like the corner to corner squares around the statue?
Well, actually, you know what? Since I'm only coming to here anyway, Let's go ahead and shimmy through and avoid the attack of opportunity.
Okay, so you're just going to shimmy through and move to
Yeah,
there.
and I'm only going to move to there then.
Okay.
Yep,
So was that double mood or was that feline agility?
double move.
Okay, you're saving the agility for when you need it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then we go to Candace.
Yep.
Alright. The guy that we've been beating on, go ahead and give me a save.
And that's dexterity.
Correct.
How about that?
Mm.
Which one are you nuking?
It's the one we've been beating on, so this guy down here.
Yeah, he
The
done.
dead one.
Yeah, he's very much radiant energy pierces a hole through him, and he finally withers away into nothing.
He's like, oh crap.
Oh, my one weakness. Out of two.
Out of 2. It's like the cleric's fuck gets for something. Cool. And then I'm gonna follow here. Is there a way like I can map my movement and then just have my character move there?
Yeah, you just grab him with a
And
select
then right
move.
click.
So if you just grab him like to move him,
Yeah.
and as he starts moving, if you right click real quick, it'll show you the arrow too.
Just
Oh,
the right button.
okay.
And then every right click adds a drop point.
Adds a drop
Okay.
point.
Okay. Thank you. I forgot how to do that.
Yep,
Appreciate
no
it.
worries.
So I'll end my turn.
All right.
Wait, I'm gonna spare the dying on.
Sethrak, you're up.
Can I just start storing those?
No.
It's a
Fall to
bonus
0.
action.
Hey, those spare the
Seth
dying.
Rack ran away?
Saved up trigger.
Oh, there he goes.
Just have them on a belt. If I fall too quickly, they trigger.
Alright, I'm going to move there and take a regular bow shot at the zombie right in front of you.
Roll the poke. AC is 10, 3 points of damage.
Oh, Sethric, where are you going to the top by yourself?
Hey.
I've got a few tricks.
All right.
Oh, Brett, I think you took them out of initiative.
Oh, I certainly did.
Yeah, weren't they an 8
When you killed the one.
or 7?
They were after me before Sethrak.
Oh, it's because I killed the one. Yeah.
The one whose
The one
initiative
that
Or the one that had the initiative.
We got the one that was in initiative. Everyone else
The rest are
It's like back
gone.
in the day with Zelda, you know, you hit the
Seth-
main bad
Seth
guy and
Rack-
they all go.
Yeah.
Sethrak, were they before you or after you?
I don't recall.
After sounds fine. We'll go now. Because that means they go and then the necromancer goes, so that's fine.
We'll accept that.
So this one steps down and swings at Spirit. And I really hope he hits you.
Survey says no.
But he hits you, but it doesn't move you or hurt you. But you can tell that they swing with a frozen slam enough that it pushes you 10 feet and slows you when it hits you. So you lose 10 feet of movement on your next round.
Oh.
But wait,
okay.
did he hit him?
He missed.
Oh.
But you could tell that the power, like it was like a frozen baseball bat. It would have slid him back, and that it where his arm goes radiates ice. So whatever it hits gets slowed.
Nice.
Kind of like this one that's hopping down and swinging at Sethrak for a 15.
Yeah, I'll let that hit.
Oh baby! So you are going to take a D4 plus 2 bludgeoning damage for a total of 4. And then you're going to take a D4 cold damage for a total of 2. For a total of 6. You are moved back 10 feet and you are minus 10 feet speed next round.
Alright. I can live with that.
All right. This one is going to hop down. Ooh, dice roller's over him. Come here. Move there. And double move. And then we're going to go to the next round, which is going. Necrodancer is doing that, so he needs to go find a spell that does not require concentration.
No, he can use another concentration spell. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll
I
let
bet
him.
he will.
It's
That
fine.
spell
he should
on.
he should cast bless. I would permit that.
On us?
Honest.
I'll accept a plus, yeah.
Bless. Aw, 30 feet. That'll do. Dolphy.
Yeah.
Necromantic energy washes over you,
No.
draining moisture and vitality from you. Please make me a Constitution saving throw DC 15.
Candace, be ready with that Spare the Dying.
Oh, sorry, I got other shit.
He literally cast a blight on you, and you crit it.
Nice.
Which means you
Doesn't
take
understand magic.
There goes.
Magic doesn't work very well.
means you only take half damage. How did my dice roller get so small? Oh, there we go. That's how it got so small. So I need a little bit of dice for this. So it literally sucks the moisture out of you.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
Oh.
So
Damn,
you
dude.
take 18 points of damage
Oh.
from a 4th level spell, Blight.
Wow.
I would apologize, but it's a necromancer and a boss, and I don't care.
Yep. Just glad I saved. Otherwise, that would have taken me down.
It certainly would have.
Spare the dying on deck only.
right? And he is going to be, with his intelligence, moving here. And on his turn, okay, next turn. That'd be Emberly. Tenacity is on deck, then Spirit.
Alright. Jerk. Okay, I guess. Damage in that. I'm gonna move up since it didn't move as much as I thought it would.
Yep, it moves 10 feet around.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. So if I left or right, move and then right click. Okay. Jesus. So if I left click again, does it give me another chance to move more, or how
Right click again.
Right click.
Right click. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so like left click, hold it, right click, and start like moving around with your.
Okay.
Or you have to
so
like move it a little bit.
that should work there, right? That would be 30.
Okay.
And then against the zombie guy there, we're gonna go ahead and do firebolts.
Roll to Firebolt. AC is 10. That's going to hit. You notice he's going to take a little bit more damage than normal. Not a ton more. Not as much as Radiant,
That's fine.
but almost like it's a minor vulnerability. Okay. You blast him.
Right.
Okay. Turn order. Tenacity, you're up. Then Spirit. Which also reminds me. You're up, Bird.
Is he
Bird.
still connected?
Yeah, he's moving.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he's moving. Jesus.
I was like, it looked like he was.
I'm gonna
He's
fly
got a
over
speed of
there.
50 feet.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom fly over there. Yeah. And go
Perfect.
stabby.
Ow.
Why did it move? Okay.
My bad.
You moved me into it.
Just body check
I
it.
nest on its head.
Just
Okay, you
roost.
stab into it. Martial arts kick.
Again.
That hits on the button.
Ooh.
Wow.
But you can tell that non-magical bludgeoning damage hits half as hard. Like, it has resistance to non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Monks at level 6 are so much better.
You're fucking telling me.
I know,
Good
right?
God.
All right, next turn. Now we're going to go to Spirit, and then Canis, then Sethrak.
Okay.
Here.
So. Okay, yeah, I'm not muted. Wanted to make sure. Did I take speed reduction or no? Because he didn't.
No, he didn't hit you. Just
Okay,
Ben.
so okay. In that case, we're gonna kitty move. He can take attack of opportunity as I leave his square if he wants.
You're making my life so fucking difficult. Hope you
I
realize
know.
this.
I know.
14 misses.
Like, goddamn you.
Well, be glad, because that attack of opportunity would have hit Spirit, pushed him 10 feet into the cloud kill.
Wouldn't have hit him.
No,
So
kitty corner. Yeah, I could see it.
we get here and we will then. We'll real quick use action surge, or not action surge, second wind, real quick, and just bolster.
Bonus action to get some hit points.
Yup.
D10 plus level, is it?
Yeah. So.
Oh.
And
Yeah! Enjoy your 4 hit points, sucker!
oh, give me those 4.
Not 400.
Nope, not 400.
Okay.
Kitty
And then we will take the charge, which does not hit at a 10, I'm sure. Because I can't roll or shit.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, no.
You can tell that it would have hit him if he wouldn't have had mage armor on, maybe.
We are
Ping.
going to. We will mark him, though. No, I have to hit. Never mind.
You have to hit
Yep.
to do your sentinel crap.
Yeah, other things. But yeah, I
Yep.
still have to hit.
Yep.
Are you doing
your-
Cavalier?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. I love Cavalier.
Yeah.
The only thing, Cavalier works for his character perfectly, with the exception of the mounted thing, which we just changed into a I'm a cat thing.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. That's cool.
Otherwise, he's Cavalier, and he's a badass Cavalier, so yeah, I like it.
That's cool.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yep, that'll be turn.
That's turn. We move to Canis. Sacred Flame. I get to roll that dice with the -2 again. Sacred Flame. I'm taking 12 points of radiant damage. Sin, I live. Oh, so barely alive, but I live. Anything else, Canis? It's barely dying.
No, I will move up and then.
Get up into, like, come at me, bro.
Not dead yet.
No, where is it? Sorry.
I know I'm super difficult running in there, but
Why is it not? Hang on. Now I'm gonna do healing word on Spirit.
Healing Word's got a range of what, 60 feet, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got him all the way.
Roll that beautiful Healing Word.
+3. So 5.
I mean, it's
That's
not a
half.
ton, but it helps.
For a bonus action?
Yeah, take it and run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonus action at 60 feet. I use it for like a modified version of Spare the Dying. I use it for the you're unconscious.
Right.
Get up.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much.
exactly what healing word is
Knock
for
me
me.
down. Get back up again.
I'm spent. That's my turn.
Sethrak, you are up. Reminder, you have minus 10 speed this round.
Yeah. Do I have line of sight on that space there?
You do not, because the cloud would go through the cloud.
Hmm.
Or I would give you, well, no. The reason why I won't give it to you is because if you look
Between that pillar and
between the statue
Yeah.
pillar and the cloud kill, it's not going to have enough of a throttle. It would be like 99% cover.
So the space
So next
directly
time-
diagonal to him, I do not have visibility on that.
Like here or here? No. 'Cause-
There. The
Nope.
top one.
Nope, because of the pillar that the statue came off of.
Alright. Well then.
You would have line of sight here.
Yeah, that doesn't really help me though.
Oh.
Alright,
That
I
sounded like a sincere groan there. That sounded very sincere.
Alright, I'm just going to take a regular shot at the guy in front of me then.
Roll to bow. Hit on the button. Chaz rolls his healing word there, because why not? Yep.
I was just testing the function, that's all. And I got the same result, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Ironically enough. Yeah, it works. So, yep, you shoot your arrow into him, wounding him, but not killing him. Any movement or bonus action, Sethrak?
Yeah, I'll take a step up.
You're drawing aggro. What a buddy.
Well, if I am correct, I think I have closest to the highest hit points here, so
You and the fighter. All right, well, that being said, he's going to go ahead and take his swing at you. Does a 12 hit?
nope.
Damn. All right, and then we're going to get a swing on Canis here.
Here comes the crit.
9.
Oh, okay.
I know, I was like crit. And then we're going to get a swing on the bird here. There's the big hit. So, bludgeoning damage. And loop. Whoa. Can I just click on this? Cold damage. Bird for a total of 7. You are knocked back 10 feet and have minus 10 feet speed next round.
Oh, so he's down to normal speed now.
No, he's at 40.
So he's still above average on speed.
Gotta get hit one more time.
Right.
All right. So,
Alright, let's see what he does to me.
Yeah, this is the one I'm worried about.
Yep, this'll be tough here. Plus side is though, he's burning all his high level stuff quickly on me.
well, the best part is all of his high-level spells are touch.
Yeah.
Harm sucks, just so you know.
Yeah.
It really does. But I actually prefer Bestow Curse.
Oh.
Ooh,
That's
that's a good
nasty.
one.
That's
Uh-huh.
nasty. It's dirty. It's dirty.
So the Necromancer is going to make a touch attack.
Now keep in mind, did you ever see the errata that they did on that? On the
On
curses?
what?
Some of the curses were they kind of. Oh no, that was Contagion. Never mind.
That's Contagion.
Yep.
Because Contagion Slimy Dune is broken.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They're like, no, that's not. How
I
that's
haven't
supposed to be.
seen the errata. I just planned on using it next Sunday in my game because
Nice.
Contagion Slimy Doom means they have disadvantage on the Constitution saving throws that they have to roll.
Right.
And anytime they take damage, they're stunned.
Right.
It's so bad. It's a 5th level spell. So either way, we're going to roll the touch on Dolphy. I think that touched.
Yeah, that one does.
All right. Bestow Curse. You, it's touch. I'm sorry. It's a wisdom saving. So you need a wisdom saving throw DC 15.
It's doable.
Be a wise cat. No.
Oh, so close. Oh.
So the good news is this goes away.
There is no good news.
The good news is
No, there is not good news.
He is going to give you. Where is it? His next one. You are going to have disadvantage on Constitution savings throws and ability checks. You have disadvantage on attack rolls against the Necromancer. While you are cursed, you must make a Wisdom savings throw DC 15 at the start of your turn. If you fail, you waste your turn doing nothing. And while you are cursed, the Necromancer's attacks and spells do an extra 1d8 necrotic damage to you.
Okay.
Curse.
But I'm still standing.
You are most certainly still standing. And he is not going to move away from you because he understands and he doesn't want to have the attack of opportunity. All right, then we go back to turn order. Amberly, you are up.
all right. I believe it gets me to line of sight there. Or I can go up here.
Where are you going?
Up there. That should get me to
Hard.
line of sight.
Hard corner. There you go.
Okay. Do I still have line of sight though for that?
Uh-huh. On the Necromancer? Go for
Okay,
it.
sweet. Alright. Scorching Ray. Yeah. Crap roll. Okay, decent. There we go.
Oh, that's not okay.
It felt okay to me. I just want to point that out. It felt okay to me.
That's 21, 25, 33 points of fire damage.
Sounds about right.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. Now hold on a second. I might not be done yet.
How?
No. Well. No. I was gonna say I could have. Never mind. I should have empowered that. Damn it. That's okay. We're good. I don't think I can do that after fact. I think you have to do that first. Call it out.
Declare it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Ow. Next. Bird, then Spirit, then Canis, then Sethrak.
Okay, so he's not dead yet. Since they like to bounce back, I'm gonna zip and around. I'm just gonna.
You have a speed of 40, sir.
I have a speed of 50. I have a
You have a
No,
speed of
50
40.
normally.
You were
Chris.
hit. You have 50 normally.
I have 60. 50 by race plus 10 for
Oh.
Monk.
What a monk!
unarmored movement.
Oh shit! Got him!
Actually, according to this, you have a flying speed of 70.
Oh, what?
No, it should be 50
Why?
base, then plus 10 for unarmored movement.
Okay.
Aarakocra monks are just broken.
Oh yeah, D&D Beyond. I think they got it messed up. Need to adjust that one. Yeah, the race is 50, then plus 10 for unarmored movement.
That
which
should be
affects
60.
everything. Yeah.
Okay. Ow.
And then if I use
There we go.
action, if I use Flurry of Blows, then my walking speed increases by 10 to the
Blah.
Outwalking some of the spells.
So Pokey Pokey Hem, 25 hits. I think I'll do spin another key and Flurry of Blows him as well. Beautiful. So that's 21 total damage.
Blah. Blah.
Stab and smack smack.
Ow. You lay into that zombie like nobody's business. Blah. Yeah, you definitely are good at crowd. Hit the thing really hard. Okay, next.
Did it survive it? Or did it have to
I get 7 of those hit points back. Non-magical bludgeoning damage. Spirit, you are up. Wisdom save, DC 15.
I'm about
Oh my
to.
god!
Oh, wow. I don't
At
even
advantage,
care.
I still
You double crit failed. Like, I should permanently curse you.
Jesus!
That is the worst roll I've ever seen in D&D.
Well, if you had advantage, then it would be the worst. At disadvantage, I kind of makes sense.
I don't care. It's still bad.
I don't
You do nothing. Canis, you're up. Oh my god.
real or digital.
Oh my god, that's so bad. Like I'm screenshotting that.
So I am taking a picture.
I said post images.
This is what I had the energy to make.
Hey, that's fine. Thank you.
Thank
You're the
you.
best.
Thank you.
Canis, you're up.
I sacred flame this one.
Oh, my bad. I gotta roll that really
Fine.
crappy save. Where's that -2 at? Ow. It's dead on the button. Damn.
Bye. The one that's this is the one that I targeted.
Oh, it's still dead on the button.
Oh, really? Oh.
Past the button too. So
Okay.
I'll do, since that's the initiative one, I'm just gonna do that.
That's fair. I do want to move. Well, I'm gonna go around him
Shuffle.
pretty much, and then I'm going to spare the die and Dolphy. Pass.
Yep. Seth, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to go for a glaive attack on this one.
Funk.
Oh, yeah, and Brad, my unarmored
And,
strike count as magical.
Cancel that.
Bonus
Not
act or
letting me cancel.
reaction from hitting him. I'm going to spend 2 psi points, and he's going to need to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. At 6th level, it does that.
Okay, so first you kill him. So let me see if I pass the save of 14 before you bother spending psi points.
Mic off.
Okay.
Which is this. I do. So he comes back up with 1 hit point from the damage.
Okay, so he's going to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Which is... I need an actual +2, please. Thank you. 15.
That succeeds.
Yeah, flex, zombie. Anything else?
Yeah, as a bonus action, I've never been able to use this. Mystical Recovery to regain 2 hit points.
He's like, okay, that's enough of this. I'm channeling some of my psi power, closing up that wound.
I mean, I get it for free if I spend the psi points. It's a bonus action, so I can never use it with
Right.
anything.
All right.
Why 2?
He's going to swing at you. Yeah, why 2? Is it? Oh, it's equal to his
Because
modifier.
it's equal to how many points I spent.
Oh,
That's still not bad.
that's actually kind of cool.
Especially
Yeah.
on some of those where you dump mass points into them.
Swing on Sethrak. Does a 16 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Bludgeoning, cold. Holy hell. No, hold on.
I don't think he gets a d20 damage.
So you take 6 total damage, move back, minus 10 speed next turn. Take
How do you
40
roll a
bludgeoning.
34 on a d20?
I don't know.
Because I think Brad's got the exclamation points, which look like a fudge thing.
Okay.
Oh.
No, I don't know how that works.
I'm like, that's a 34 on a d20. That's really impressive.
Oh, compounded. I had clicked compounded by accident on that one.
Your
Oops.
last one up there was 2. You hit
Well, I still only rolled
54.
once. It still only rolled once on that one. It didn't explode like the other one. Okay, so that one, and then the other one's gonna swing at the bird, I would assume. Yeah, bird. Bird. Cold, bludgeoning, 5 points of bird damage.
On a crit?
It's not a crit.
Yeah, it
Or
is.
is it a crit?
Yeah, it is. It's a crit.
Oh, my bad.
I was like,
yeah.
better him than me.
So it's actually 8, 10, 15 points of critical damage. You're knocked back 10 feet and are slowed next turn.
Why is it 15 points? It was only 4 and 1.
Crit.
But then the double, it would only be 10.
It's 2d. It's 10 plus 4 plus 1. The dice are maxed.
Okay.
Yeah. The base.
All right. So what about the crit that I did on him with the scorching ray? Because it doesn't automatically add that up.
Why do you think I added 2d6 on top of it? I
okay.
added 12 to it.
He
Yeah.
did it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it hurt.
Alright.
It hurt a lot.
Okay. Cool.
By the way,
I wasn't. I mean, because I don't know how to. I wasn't sure how to track that. So
I gotcha.
that works.
Yeah, no, I just mathed it in.
Good.
So now it's the Necromancer's turn. And he looks at Emberly and goes, ow. And then he turns over and he touches you again.
What if I just tell him no?
I
No,
don't care.
personal space. God.
So I'm going to do 1d20 plus 7. Did. That hits.
Mm-hmm.
And the irony is the way that the spell Vampiric Touch works is it deals 3d6 necrotic damage and you regain hit points equal to half the amount of necrotic. Until the spell ends, you can make the attack on each of your turns as an action. Bestow Curse says it does an additional 1d8 necrotic, which adds it. It stacks. It's a combo. So we're going to do 1d8 plus 3d6. For a total of 13 points of necrotic damage to you. One.
Half of that, so 6.
And so I heal 6 back. And I move here. Oh, wait. He's going to go. I don't want to go over there either. Maybe I do. He's going to move here. Try and block line of sight from the fireball thrower. And come over here for... He's got a plan. Next up.
So that would be me. All right. So
The best part is vampiric touch doesn't require concentration. You just get 1 minute of being able to go.
I thought it was concentration.
Nope. It does not. At least not according to Being Beyond.
There we go. All right, so that's
Oh,
still
yes,
line
it
of sight.
does. It's just the concentration thing wasn't showing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take that back. So Dolphy, you're going to take a different amount of damage. And I don't heal anything. So you're going to take 8 points of damage instead. So we'll give you back. And I'll lose the 6.
Fair trade.
So you're maintaining the curse?
Yes,
Okay.
very much so.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a glitch on the pop-up. It just didn't show the little C.
No worries. We gotta figure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, who's up?
Hey, that was me, by
Not
the
you,
way.
Chaz. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're trying to kill me.
You're welcome. Next.
It's me. It's me.
Clerk's over. Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and convert my spell points and cast another Scorching Ray.
You move down around and you.
Damn, rolling shitty though.
Oh, 1 hit.
It's 12 though.
Oh, he's almost bloodied.
Oh.
Should have. Yeah, that's all right.
Bird.
You Nancy.
Zach.
Okay. Ow. Okay, so let's do. I'm gonna swing in. Stabby. Is that
That misses. AC 15 with Mage Armor.
I think it was.
That'll.
Yeah. You punched him. Ow.
And then I spent 15.
That makes a con saving throw for concentration.
Right.
Oh, damn it. Fine.
It's just DC 10.
Yeah, but I gotta check his plus.
Mic off.
He's fine.
Yep. He's like,
Mic on.
"Oh, it's off."
So Brad, the white squares, is that supposed to be the entire size of the
Mic off.
pillars, or?
Yeah, that's like you can't stand in those squares.
OA?
And I don't get an attack of opportunity because of your monk, right?
Mic on.
No, I think he's mobile.
Mic off.
Or because of something he has that's stupid.
It's mobile.
I think it's actually the Drunken Master.
That's the Drunken Master, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because if he uses Flurry, then he doesn't.
Yeah, he just saunters
Mic
off.
on.
Do. Next is Spirit, then Canis, and Sethrak.
So, wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw DC 15.
No.
Yeah, stand there and go derp, 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 derp. I like taking you out of combat. Makes me happy. I figured some of this damage would have. I guess I need to roll concentration for the damage from the chick too. So it's DC 12. Okay, good. All right, good playing with you, Dolphy. Glad you came.
Yep.
Candace, you're up.
Alright, so I'm gonna try risking the biscuit, because why not? So let me double check the range, of course, because I went over here. Sorry, I had it up and I went back to double check something. Because something tells me this isn't a great idea, but why not? Hey, 60 feet. Okay, so the Necrodancer will give me DC 13 Wisdom save throw. I don't know why it was 24 to hit.
Blah.
Messing around with the macro. I think I got it wrong.
Failed.
Hey.
He is paralyzed.
Rude.
Mic off.
Yep, and while he's paralyzed, I believe he gains the incapacitation, thus dropping concentration on the curse.
Does not incapacitate.
Mic on.
Hold on. Paralyzation. Being paralyzed it is capacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. Can't move or speak. Automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if you're within 5 feet. The end of each of his turns, it gets to make another saving throw. Oh my god, you're crowd controlling like a son of a gun. What did you get? Oh, freaking 3rd level character. That's right. Okay.
What'd you just cast? Is that
Whole person.
Well
Whole
done.
person.
Love it.
Good old fashioned stop it. It does not break concentration. He just can't take actions.
Okay. That's fine. And then if you're within 5 feet of attacking him, you do advantage.
Yeah, all attacks have advantage. If you're within 5, it's a crit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a coup de grace. Speaking of which, Sethrak, you're up.
No, spare the dying. Okay.
Oh, now Sethrak, you're up.
All right, I'll take a step forward and make another attack.
Miss.
Well,
And it happens to the best.
I will step back.
You could always come up by us. Join the line.
Actually, scratch that. I will not step back. Sorry.
Roll the hit on Sethrak. 19.
Normally that would hit, but memory of 1,000 steps. Teleport to an unoccupied space you occupied since the start of your last turn and the attack missing.
That was
He
hilarious.
said basically no. He said no, Brad.
Oh.
Brad, it's okay. Brad, it's okay.
I let him play a mystic. I said it was okay, and I'm overpowered.
It's okay.
That's fine. Okay. He swings at you, and you're like, ooh, ninja dust. Poof. Okay, Nightcrawler. That's cool. That's cool.
Right.
I'm going to take a swing on Candace that I really want to crit because I want that concentration check to suck.
Yeah, I was about to say, why didn't you like bounce away from
On the
it?
button.
Take an attack you can take the attack of opportunity
19.
and
Alright.
it helps you get closer.
You're going to take 4 points to make a DC 10 Constitution saving.
How much of that was cold?
1.
Okay, I have resistance, but you can't round to 0.
Yeah, you can't round, so you still
Okay,
take
so I
4.
just take the 4. Okay.
And you need a DC 10 concentration. Fail.
It's 2.
It's
However,
10.
Yes, well, no, it's a DC. Well, there's 2 sources of damage, so I have to take 2.
It's 1 attack. It deals the same amount of damage.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're reading it right. Okay.
This is DC 10.
Wow. I
Even
failed
with having
Wisconsin.
advantage or disadvantage,
Wow.
no more
Why does
barrel.
he have advantage or disadvantage?
I
No,
don't
that
know
was
why.
advantage because I have
Why?
Warcaster.
He has Warcaster.
Oh,
That sucks.
That
Yep.
does suck, dude.
That's the second
That
roll
is
with the exact
awesome.
same number. Right in a row.
Yep. And minus 10 feet speed. And I'm not paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed.
I tried.
I
You
know,
should have
dude, that
gotten out of
sucks.
threat squares first.
And
Well,
he's
he would
up.
have gotten no way on me.
Yeah, he would have gotten no way. Either way.
Which I could have moved and then casted, but
Exactly.
I figured I was in a good position.
All
He could
right.
go
So radius is half of the circle. I just want to double check. So if I were to do a 60-foot radius, that would be a 120 by 120 square, right?
Wait, I'm
So-
confused what you're doing.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So literally,
The room. Pretty close.
Most of the room.
if I went draw shape, red, I said, okay, I'm a bad DM and I'd like to cheat. And did,
Sethrak would be okay.
no,
Not
Well,
if he
yes,
didn't
yes.
center it on himself.
True.
no, he centers it within 150 feet of him
Ooh.
and he busts out the big guns. He says, okay, I'm going to try and kill the party or I'm away. This is going to hurt a lot. And I'm really sorry, but I'm not pulling any punches. Everybody make me a DC 15. I'm sorry, Dolphy. Constitution saving throw. Dolph, you have disadvantage.
Oof. Come on, Chaz.
Bert, you save. Ben, you save. Zach and Chaz do not. Dolphy, with disadvantage, needs to roll really, really well. Disadvantage hurts. Dolphy, you're still cursed, so you take an extra D8 necrotic. So you're going to take 4 there. And then everybody else is going to be pretty much dead, hopefully. Save for half. Oh, that's crappy rolling. All right, if you saved, you got 14. If you didn't, you took 28. Should have hopefully dropped damn near everybody with Circle of Death.
Jesus.
I'm up, but not by much.
Okay, Emberly saved.
So at what point is instant death?
Double, or your hit point negative.
Yeah.
So Emberly's at 9.
How many hit points am I at prior to that?
Ben's at 6.
Oh, it's close, but I'm alright.
Bird is unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
I'm glad there were a couple twos in there.
But it does kill both of them, the undeads. I hear you meowing. I'm still not going to feed you. Meow. Let me make sure. Did mommy feed you? I hear you meowing. If you're asking for attention, you're being a jerk. Okay. So that was fun. That's what, none of you actually died, correct?
Correct.
Oh, because I would have.
I came real close.
If I killed you, I regained 24.
No. I came real close, though.
Damn. Okay.
I'm just glad there were two twos.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Next. Emberly, you're up.
Yeah.
No pressure.
there. That should be good. All right.
Oh, I've had enough.
That's pretty much what's gonna happen.
Well, that's what he did, not you.
Well, I'm gonna do what I can.
There was a whirlwind of dark negative energy. Bert, what are you doing? Burning
I'm
hands?
empowering that too.
What does that do?
Gives me 3d6 more.
Damn. Hold on, let me roll my save here. That's a
Oh,
dexterity.
actually, I can't. Never mind. I'm not empowering. I already used up all my spell points. I can't do that.
Oh.
Okay. 1d20 plus 2. Dexterity saving throw is 11.
Good. Then he'll take all 9 points of fire damage.
Where did you get that, Chaz? Hold
You're
on.
muted.
You're muted.
Roll 20 compendium.
Because I'm not seeing it, but okay. Well, he's going to lose the curse either way. I'm not worried about that. All right, so how much damage? 9?
Yep.
Ow. I told you this was a boss fight. I warned y'all, didn't I?
After I
Emily?
initiated.
I would bring somebody else up, but I don't have any abilities to do so.
I know. Aw. Bird, death save.
You don't have like a healing potion on you?
I do not have any healing potions.
Some people have Christmas potions still.
I gave my Christmas potion up and dumped it down somebody's throat.
Zach, I need a death save.
Trust me, I would have done that if that were an option. I already scoured through my freaking thing.
Zach is fine. That's one success. Spirit, I need a death save. Dolphy, that's a success. Kenneth, hey, you guys are all. Sethrek, you're up.
Okay. Let's see.
Can you heal?
Only myself. And not much for that. Okay, so. I'm going to move there and take the dodge action.
How does a sixth level spell do against a party of third level characters?
Pretty well.
Sure does. But I did the math and you all served, but
if you would roll just a little bit better, that would have been a TP.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, no, it would have been a TP unconscious.
And close.
No, if you had another 6 points of damage,
a couple of you would have been negative. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I'm okay with that either way. Either way, it's his turn, and he's like, ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. He doesn't have that much. He doesn't have that much. He has one 5th level spell left.
Is that not working?
Oh no, I'm debating which spell he's going to cast.
No, I was talking to my wife. And Michelle was trying to. She's watching Stranger Things and trying to change the volume.
Yep. Bert, Constitution saving throw DC 15.
Okay, hold on. I was looking at spells. Let me get back over there. Nope.
All right, you are. There's got to be an icon for that. Blinded. You can make a Constitution savings throw at the end of each of your turns to save. Otherwise, it lasts for 1 minute.
Great.
That does not require concentration. Next.
Well, since I can't see him, I have no idea where he is.
You have no idea where he is.
Can I make a perception check to see if I heard the direction that he went?
Being
I'm
blinded?
Sure well, blinded does not make me deaf, and this is like an
It-
ice cave, so he's like got to be making like noise. I'm not saying that I'm Daredevil or anything, but I should be able to hear which direction he ran, unless he's moving stealthy.
Yep, he is not moving stealth, so you make the perception higher DC at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, at disadvantage. I'm gonna have to roll that twice. Hold on. I mean, that might be enough to miss it, but
over there.
anyway, yeah. Basically, I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
So then, with that in mind,
Blindly fire off a fire.
no, she wouldn't do that. One chance of hitting her friends.
Yeah.
Just aim high. We're all laying on the ground.
Well, you never know.
I guess trying to remember where the pillar was, I'm gonna move there and try to be behind the pillar at least.
So you stumble forward until you run to the pillar. You're like, all right.
At least stay covered. At least I have one side covered.
So are you gonna take the dodge action?
And yeah, I'll take the dodge action. That's a good call.
All right.
I'm gonna make my con save, right?
Yeah.
Damn it, wrong thing. Shit. Sorry.
My internet still keeps spiking.
There we go.
Oh! There is hope. Bird, save.
I call
It's
out.
fine. That's 2.
Damn it, I'm still blinded.
Another 10.
I can't hear you. Why do you... All right. Cat, save.
Oh no. Oh.
Somebody go help the cat. Somebody go help the cat.
Now the third critical fail for the night.
Oh my god.
That's 2.
Oh,
My internet keeps going down and up and down and up.
I'm just down.
Dude, I'm really getting pretty fucking pissed off. Oh. All right, so that's 2 fails save for spirit,
Yep.
and I'm completely because it just keeps going red, 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 red.
Well, it's not. You're not cutting out on my end. I don't know.
All right, well, I'm about had enough of Spectrum. I'm gonna call him tomorrow. All right, so Canis saved. Sethrak, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to spend 3 side points to teleport here.
Blink.
And then I'm going to take a longbow shot at him.
And critically fail.
Oh my god.
Actually, seeking missile, 2 side points to make a reroll.
Roll another one. Do it.
Don't pull it.
Can't possibly be worse than a crit.
Hey!
That's gonna hit.
Thank God.
He is very wounded, but he is not concentrating on anything, so that's not needed. It is his turn. He is very wounded. He is going to cast. He's got one more of those. He's got one more of those. He's got one more of those. All right. I've got one first level, one second level, fourth level. He is going to. First level. Yep, he's going to go offense. He sees you're wounded. Ray. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. I'm going to shoot at Sethrak.
10 fail.
19.
That'll hit.
He hits you with a ray of sickness. For 9.
And I'm done.
And down goes Sethrak.
Oh, damn it.
And he has one big spell left. And he is going to move. He thinks you're blind, so he's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's actually going to go stand over Sethrak because he is very, very by the mystic.
Princess
He
Emily,
thinks
you're our only
he
hope.
thinks Princess Emberly is down. Princess Emberly will get a turn here. Actually, she is up.
Yep. Oh, man. Okay, I don't think I could drop him with my spell.
He is very wounded.
Right, but
I
dice
mean,
rolls have not
look
been
at it
good.
this way. What choice do we have? Unless you can heal.
I have two choices. And
Beg for mercy.
Well, there's that. But I have two choices, and I think I'm gonna go with this choice, and I hope that it's good enough.
In the persuasion check for him to let you leave.
No.
Oh, what?
Damn it! I rolled low on
Good
that.
move, Bert.
Well played, Bert. Way to get it by 2 hit points.
Yes! Oh!
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay. So he is asleep.
All right.
He falls unconscious. Here.
Right.
So he will stay asleep for quite a while, long enough for you to. What is it? Is it at a minute?
Hold on. Yeah, I was just gonna check that. Let me double check the timing of that. I think it's a minute. But yeah, it's 1 minute.
All right. Which will be, we will have to go through and do saves. I will straight up tell you that Spirit has 2 death saves. I'll let you meta that.
Right. My medicine check sucks. Do I know that he has a potion on him at all?
Spirit, do you have a potion on you?
I've got to check my D&D. I think I still have my Christmas. I'm pretty sure I still have my Christmas potion.
It's only DC 10 to stabilize.
15.
Is it 15?
I've got D&D Beyond up here.
Yeah, it's for medicine check. It's 15.
Oh, I don't.
Ooh, Charlie horse.
Yeah, I have I believe a negative in that thing. So
Go drink some pickle juice.
I don't see a potion.
Yeah, I may have used it then.
I think everyone has.
Nope, I still have one on my.
do I know if Kenneth has one on him?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Well,
But he should be the first
he's
one
the
to
one
check.
right next to me. Yeah, so I'd probably check him.
You can stabilize Dolphy, be your best.
Well, my thought would be is to bring back Canis so he can heal other people. So if I bring him back, he can.
That's what you would do. That's true.
Yeah. I mean,
So
he's
would
right
you
there.
medicine check? Or would you rummage through his back?
Well, knowing that we all had a potion, I would try to see if he has a potion because I even if I do a medicine check, I know I'm not going to bring him back.
Okay. Whatever potion bag, reach in, grab a small vial. You know what it is. You pour it down his. Canis, roll your potion.
Okay. It's 2d4 plus 4. Okay, so 11.
That's a third save for Chaz, so he's fine. Well, Chaz is fine anyway. It's Dolphy and Seth.
Yeah.
Spare the dying all around
And-
on the house.
Except I go before you.
Right.
You do.
I know.
So really,
Don't roll a
this
1.
that's. Oh, don't F because he has 2 for the.
Yeah, so he's got to roll 10 or higher.
10 or
Otherwise,
higher.
Combate.
I wish you all the luck in the.
Damn!
Holy crap!
As the cat sits up,
Oh!
what I missed.
Oh my god!
Adios mio. Adios
Dolphy?
mio.
Dolphy,
Oh,
I need
man.
Dolphy,
You're completely cutting out. I can't hear a single thing you.
That's a moment.
Oh.
So Dolphy shakes it off and stands up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So Dolphy will shake it. Candace is going to spare the dying Sathrak next on the next initiative order. He's He's like laying on the ground before he even stands up. Spare the dying.
Well, I would spare the dying, the bird, half move.
The bird's already stable.
I don't know that.
That's what. Well, you can't spare the dying somebody that's not stable. So, well, you can because you do all the time. But you would spare the dying who's bleeding out.
Yep, but then I was going to rouse him and use cure wounds.
Oh yeah. No. You guys are going to be fine. Like you can heal. You'll actually be able to long rest here. So.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to switch back to this. Just so the internet, although the internet is actually.
It keeps going in and out. I'm going to get some
Okay.
I keep losing you.
Yeah.
And isn't he only asleep for a minute?
Yeah, we need to figure that
get
out.
tied up.
I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. We need to tie him up. I got him to fall asleep, but it's not gonna last long.
Time up, gag him. Time up, gag him.
Yeah.
Gag his hands.
Tie him up, gag him, preferably
Tie his fingers
blindfold
together.
him.
Yeah. We should.
Oh yeah, what are you doing with the unconscious necromancer? You got
Cut his tongue out.
54 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep. Somebody's good with knots. They need to tie him up.
Or we can coup de
Survival
grace.
check for Rogue.
Right, but remember, we don't really want to start killing people because that's bad.
And he did have some information. He just didn't want to give it to us.
Right.
Oh yeah, he had information. All right, so I'm going to let you talk about it for a second, and I'm going to let you figure out what you're going to do. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to set you down so I don't take the phone with me. In the meantime, you can look at my table with Gloomhaven. I don't know. What am I going to do? Just switch the camera.
It's fine. It's
Well, hey. Whoa. All right.
Whee!
Is he taking us to the bathroom? He said he wasn't doing that.
He's going to put us down by the Power Rangers.
That's not
Voltron.
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 Oh.
It's all right.
Get your swords right.
All right, so at any rate,
Yeah.
those who are down get 11. Because I can do that.
So do we just want to tie him up and
Gag him.
I mean,
Yeah, we got.
Tie him up, gag him, tie his fingers up.
I mean, we're the ones that instigated the attack. Don't get me wrong.
No, Chad
attack us.
instigated the attack.
He had undead, I didn't like that.
Right.
He tried to murder us.
He did have undead, And
He tried to
somebody
murder us.
said something about bacon barmaid, something like that.
Yeah, I had the,
Bacon
the
Elf?
Yeah.
Bacon Elf
Bacon elf.
was definitely trying to tell us to take him out. He's evil, but if we have control of him,
Why is Bacon Elf talking in your head?
I
Who's
don't
Bacon
know.
Elf?
This is not the first time she's done this.
That's
It is the
concerning.
first time she's actively taking control.
Yes. Oh, it is. Yeah, but that's not the first message she sent me. And I don't know why she's chosen me. I don't understand this.
Well, it would be a little hard for her to choose me.
Okay, fair.
So,
So
I'm gonna have to have
what
a
is
talk with
Bacon
her
Elf?
about. She
All
was.
right. Right.
Yeah.
The Bacon Elf is important, but only to a point. What are we doing with this dude?
Yeah.
I mean,
Evil sorcerer guy, raising dead, not a good thing,
That's good stuff.
but he's not what's causing this stuff to happen. So he might
Well,
be.
he's a necromancer.
I think the decision of
he's-
what to do with him is.
He had
outside of
Redeads
my
under his
decision.
control.
He did have redeads.
He had
Yes.
redeads under his control, but upon
If-
further inspection, you find that these are not redeads. So there is no necrotic life force animating them. They're literally corpses that are being moved like golems.
Mm.
Huh.
So
They
he's
are
Frankenstein.
technically constructs.
Okay.
Mhm.
I still
Yeah, they're
think any
Frankenstein.
way we can extract information from him will make him extremely dangerous. If we let him talk, it's going to be hard to prevent him from casting the spell.
That is
There
good.
are spells out there with only verbal components.
Yeah, like Misty Step. So we can't afford that.
You got to decide what you want to do. So, did you guys bind and secure him first?
Oh yeah, that's happened already.
What was the survival check?
That's not. Do I have survival?
Oh,
Somebody's got to make a survival check to tie him up.
11 HP.
I'm decent at it, but I don't know if I'd be coherent enough getting up from
You're gonna
that
be
unconscious.
better than anybody, or at least me. I can tell you that.
I have
Well,
a
you
plus
spent 20.
2.
You spent 20 of your 54 seconds talking about who's going to tie him up.
I tried and I failed.
And seeing at the struggle and what the ropes will go. Yeah. So crawling over there quickly, realizing we tie him up. Man,
All right.
that's a 21 on my survival.
Okay, good, because I can't see my roll 20. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so Candace ties him up. He's like, that'll hold. And you're like, no, it will not.
No. There's ropes draped over him.
Just let
Like,
me set
it's
this
really,
rope
really
on
tightly
him.
wrapped, except for you could just slip the whole thing. It's like the meme with Spider-Man's like, you realize you didn't tie my arms down, right? It's like wrapped around his waist. Okay, sorry, I had to get some drink.
And that's bound and gagged.
Bounding gag. You have him secured. All right. So
Yep.
now what do you guys do?
I say we can poke around, see what he's got doing. Apparently, because again, we were drawn here because of all the divination from the monastery. So there's obviously something here.
Well, and I got another idea. If we tie him up to one of these pillars, I'm pretty certain we could take a long rest. Take turns watching him, and then we would be fully rested, and he would not. He would only have the few spells that he has. So even if he did get away, we would pretty much womp on him.
Just keep poking him with a stick so he never falls asleep.
Well, it's no. If he's a necromancer or a wizard, for him to get his spells back, he has to study, and he can't do that tied up.
Yeah.
So he can't rest bound. That doesn't work.
There's actually a big argument over if you're unconscious as a player character.
Oh,
We
we lost
We
you.
lost him.
rip.
Okay,
We don't get that
even my
trouble.
4G's acting up. Marco.
Polo.
Polo.
Okay,
Hello.
okay, you can hear me.
Yep.
So there's a big debate of if you're unconscious and you wait a day, you regain a hit point. But then is that technically a long rest and do you get your spell slots back? I rule no. If you're unconscious, you're unconscious. You're taken out of the game.
Right.
A coma is not a long rest.
All right, so you've got this guy tied up, and eventually, after a minute, his sleep cell wears up and he wakes up bound and gagged. First thing he's going to do is attempt to break and wiggle free from the DC 21.
As he's doing that, can I make an intimidate check? With I'm gonna like
Roll it.
I'm literally gonna have flames like burning from my hands.
Okay, he cannot slip your bindings though. If you have held him secure.
I at least did something in this fight.
Not the highest,
Your
but
intimidation attempt of knock it off seems to slow him down, but it doesn't obviously scare him. It's more just kind of like he's accepted his fate at this point. So he just looks up at you and he
You want to bring
shrugs and he leans back. But I was listening to Michelle talk about money.
Yeah,
I know.
playing video games
I
and
know.
making money.
Yeah, video games and making money. Get to work, Matt. God.
There you go.
Only because I saw him walk by in the mirror, so I knew it was
Right.
Matt.
Right.
I'm like, well, it could be any of the kids now, but
I'm getting
um,
I'm getting told that I'm too loud too.
oh, well, don't roll ones and 20s on death saves, and you'll be fine. All right. So, anyways, he's here against the pillar, and you guys have him, and he's kind of just slacked back, like, all right, do what you will. But he's bound and gagged, so he can't talk to you.
Yeah, Zion, or Cesarek, you want to carry on your conversation?
Well, it'll be one-way conversation.
Eh, I didn't think we'd get this far, so.
Yeah, I can communicate to minds. I can't read them.
Give me just a
so
I gotta set up Michelle TV. I'll be right back.
Well, start by pushing the power button.
Step one.
We're setting it up with her Bluetooth headset so she can turn the volume up. She can't hear it. Give me a minute.
Oh, cool.
So 1 second.
Okay. What else are you guys doing while Ember's dealing with the flames of Phlegethroth?
I want to poke around the throne, actually.
Okay, Canis, when you walk over there,
fireball
you
trap.
notice.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Sorry, before I walk over there, I'm going to spend 10 minutes to ritual cast Detect Magic. And then I'll walk over there.
All right, so you're going to be out of it for a minute.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I think I'd just be watching him, make sure he doesn't get free of the ropes. I mean, I don't. Again, we're heavy in the magic realm right now, and I'm kind of out of it. So I'm gonna be making sure he's not getting free. Make sure the
He
ropes
has
aren't
a-
coming loose.
So I'm going to tell y'all straight up, be glad you gagged him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He has 1/4 level spell slot left. Dimension Door only requires verbal components.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, team.
He'd be out.
He would be out like a trout. And that was actually his next plan. Not bad for being a CR9. You guys did pretty good.
It was a little close.
Yeah.
Well, Circle of Death was no ho. Nobody went into the Cloud Kill, but the Cloud Kill was just to give me defense at the beginning.
Some
The
of
other
them
option would have been Bigby's hand. Comes in pretty handy.
were handy.
All right, so Sethrak, Emberly, Spirit, and Tenacity are. Kenneth is spending the next 10 minutes casting Detect Magic as a ritual. So he's busy. What are you guys doing?
Does Necromancer have anything on him? Yes.
You searched the
tied up, so you
Necromancer.
search him.
All right.
We'll go with
Of
physical
course,
things.
he has stuff on him.
I can
he's a
do the
boss.
physical search.
You do the pat down.
Yeah, I tied him up. I would have patted him down for my safety before detaining him.
Dude,
And then
Delphi,
reading
you
his
sound to be
rights.
speaking from experience.
I've also been watching a lot of live PD recently, so
Oh, fair enough. Life PD is good stuff.
the amount of stupidity out there is amazing.
And it makes cops look like the show Cops. It makes it look like those are the smart criminals.
Right. The amount of people
Random.
that just flip out on him. I'm like, what? He was just coming to tell you you're
5e.
missing a license plate.
So we're going to do this how I like to do this. This is a D&D 5e random generator for a CR9 on individual treasure. Select.
Woohoo.
I told you I was going to give you. I didn't pull any punches on the CR9. So
No.
I threw out. I'm like, nope. Circle of Death is when I can get everybody in there. Yup, go get it.
Go get it. I felt pretty cool when fucking whole person worked just for him to save out of it, but I did something.
Yeah. I mean, I was literally 10 points away from a total drop. So
I was 6.
few more better rolls on that.
I wasn't certain we were gonna. I mean, with me being the only one left, it was between doing the sleep spell or burning hands. The burning
You
hands
could
would
have
only
rolled better on sleep.
No, sleep was the right
Sleep was
call,
smart.
guy.
Burning
right.
hands would have hit me, and
Well,
that.
I could have positioned myself. I could have figured it out. But the problem was, I was like, it's only 3d6 versus 5d8.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like,
These
Still
kind
rolled
of
kind of
suck
low
because
eights.
all of the treasure generators I have are generating money. None of them are generating items. Interesting. Give me 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Individual. Let's try this.
Oh shit.
Really? Why would
So-
you give a thing of spices? That's really what it gives? Oh, it's not giving.
oh, is this the one where
Quick.
we get multiple like musical instruments and stuff? Because Chad did that. It was pretty funny.
It
We had
was.
like
Alright,
we had
so
we had like 6 bagpipes. We were like, what do we?
1,
We killed a
2,
dragon and we
3,
got like
4,
6
5,
bagpipes
6,
and freaking
7,
like
8.
some butter and some cheese. It was freaking awesome.
Alright. I'm going to leave it to y'all's fate. Everybody roll me a D8.
A D8.
Because
All right, hold on.
once Canis is done, he is going to notice that there is a magical aura around the throne. By simply deciphering a detect magic, he's going to see that this guy is forgetful, and in a magical rune, invisible, the command word is written on the arm of the throne. It's kind of like when they leave the instruction packet in it.
Uh-huh.
And so the throne will slide to the side, and you'll find there's actually a living quarters and a magical lab behind there.
All right.
He is human, after all. He does have a bathroom. He just wasn't going to let you use it because you didn't buy anything.
Well, he didn't have a good
7, 5, 7, 3,
selection,
5.
to be fair.
So a 3, 2 5s, and 2 7s. So after looting him and looting the magical lab, I'm going to give you the story details. This is just the loot part. Hold on. You all will find a potion of gaseous form. Oh no, I'm not giving you 2 from this. Okay. A potion of storm giant strength. Okay, I'm going to look that one up. Somebody's getting
Listen to
down,
music.
yo.
Yeah, I know. Who is that?
I think it's
Chaz is
Chaz's
back.
better half.
Chaz.
All right.
Like,
Chaz, since you are the musician, roll me a d10. 6. That's perfect. A ring of necrotic resistance he was wearing. Okay. What does that do before I tell you you can have it?
No, not now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He has a wand of wonder.
Oh
Now,
no. It's not as bad
here's the
as
thing.
a wild sorcerer, but it's still funny.
I don't do instant recharge items. That's something I hate about 5th edition D&D. Like if you get a Rod of Resurrection, it just regains a charge and just keeps using it unless you roll a 1. I hate that. I give them a limited number of charges and they're done. So your Wand of Wonder currently has 1d10 plus 1 charges left. It has 7 charges. Oh, it
So it
starts with 7 charges.
so it doesn't recharge the next day?
No, I hate
Okay.
that. That's my
All right.
least favorite thing about D&D.
That's fair.
And then you get one more from this table.
Because even back in like second or third edition, you had ways to recharge them, though you'd use
There are
spells.
ways, but they don't just auto recharge.
Got it. Okay.
Oh.
So
Is that
still
really
hold
what I'm
on
going to
to
give
it.
you? Is that really what I'm going to give you? I think that might be a little broken for 3rd level.
What deck of many things?
No. I rolled the Cloak of Displacement, but he would have been wearing that.
Yeah, Cloak of Displacement is. It's no joke.
No, it is no joke. I'm going to re-roll that because he would have been wearing that. And you cannot have Darn's Interest Fortress.
Oh. Ah. I'm kidding.
The ultimate weapon.
Literally, I'm going to drop a building on you.
And there's no limitations on that.
No, there's none. Here is a titanium building or adamantine building. I'm
Oh,
dropping on you.
oh yeah, he has an Aya Stone of Sustenance. That was the other one.
All right.
That's how he's living down here. But amongst all of the coffers, you are also going to find 1,417 gold pieces and a diamond worth 500 gold.
Nice. So it was a ring of necrotic resistance.
Ring of Necrotic Resistance, a potion of Storm Giant Strength, a potion of Gaseous Form, a Iron Stone of Sustenance, and a Wand of Wonder with 7 charges.
With 7 charges.
A ring of what?
1,700 necrotic.
Necrotic.
1,714 gold and a diamond worth 500 gold. You can also tell from the area because once you have him in there, who's going to talk and investigate with him, and who's going to investigate the house? Is my question.
I'll investigate his living quarters.
I probably would have stayed with him.
He's just looking at you,
Yep.
giving you the eye. Actually, he just closes his eyes and puts his head back. So we're gonna say Ember and the birds then are going and they're doing the searching in the magical lab, where the other two are investigating the living quarters, and you guys will all find all this stuff together. Investigating the magical lab, you're going to find there's little chunks or little bits of dust everywhere from diamonds. There are also cadavers here that have been investigated on. You're going to find a ton of notes, most of which are actually written in Draconic. Investigating the living quarters, you're going to find it's very, very, very meek. You will come across a journal, and the journal is very boring because it doesn't talk anything about his magical stuff. It really just talks kind of his like weird inner thoughts. He originally is from the settlement of Sanctuary. His parents were adventurers that were slain by bandits, and he made his way. He tried to make his way north to the monastery as a preteen, like a 12-year-old. he actually fell unconscious and was saved by some sort of female human riding on a
Because you can hear it.
female human. She was riding on a gargantuan bird. The female human actually picked him up with the bird and dropped him
What's wrong with
off
me trying to figure
in a
that out?
small hut in the mountains where he had food and provisions there, and he learned on his own. And at that point, where he was learning on how to survive in the mountains on his own, because he was a smart kid, it's when he started realizing how nature worked and life and death, and that's when he started delving into the dark necromantic arts. Besides that, he talks about how he found his way here, and he basically found his way here by finding a magical wand of ice. It was like a legendary style wand that he actually managed to disassemble and use its power to create this ice fortress. So the wand itself has been destroyed. The essence has been used to create the ice forces, so that's why it's constantly renewing the ice. Um, the last thing he wrote, though, was actually about the events you're dealing with, and that the wave of necrotic energy animated all of the items and corpses, and he actually had to put down many of his own corpses in his lab when that white stone exploded. Then you find that he had the same thought that the monks did, that if all of this happened and this is animating other corpses, he knows the best place to go examine other corpses is the tomb of the warriors from the monastery of Nauru. Then some random adventurer thwarted his ability to take some of those and steal them to examine them. So he came back here to contemplate his next move, and then you crashed in his front door.
So, does anyone speak Draconic?
I think I
I
do.
don't think so.
I do. Pretty certain.
At
Let me
least
just
I don't think I
verify.
do.
Zach is like, nope,
Yep, I
I
speak
speak good things
Draconic.
in flavor.
Draconic, Infernal, and Primordial. Primordial.
Alright.
All right, Emberly. So as you're investigating, you find all of his magical notes. For he basically was telling you the truth in his soliloquy. He is investigating why life um, can't be reproduced at its own rate, and through magical item use, divination spells, and his own intuition, and watching and trying to actually basically do like a zygote in a lab, like test tube babies. He found that there is a magical source or divine source, some type of source, that is literally snuffing out the life force at conception. It is almost like a global magical abortion.
Hmm.
That's what his notes and his theories lead to. He has found that there are ways to get around this by animating things currently without a life source, but he's trying to find a way. His theories come, and this is, you guys will have plenty of time, but his theories come that if you can alter or snuff out the life force at conception, can you capture it? That's his latest theory. And he's wondering if he can use it to then create either block the life force that's causing the magical abortions or capture the spark of life itself and utilize it in its own way to animate others. So you conceive, but that spark of life gets grabbed, and then his goal is to be able to use that to create other life of his own will. So he does have nefarious means because he's actually looking to. His end goal and his end game between the journal and the notes is he wants to storm Casper and take out the council. He wants to. He's an anarchist. He wants to create chaos. So you have a tied up necromancer who is coming up with some unique. And you got to remember, this is like reality blowing for your characters. So some of you might be like, wait a minute, this isn't right, or he's lying, or holy crap, this makes sense. I've always known there's something wrong. So you have to figure out how your character is going to respond to that on your own. And then the party was quiet.
Yeah.
Earth shattering.
This
I'm just gonna say again, I do not trust leaving this guy alive with what we know about him. I know murder, all that, it's a terrible, terrible crime, but maybe this guy deserves it.
Wow. Not good aligned is the hobgoblin.
Oh, whoa, whoa. I'm doing a lot of stuff here. Didn't realize I was putting my languages all in the freaking chat. Oh, I was trying to fix it because I had extra languages in there, or slots for languages. Anyway, sorry. I
Hey,
don't,
hi, Bears.
I don't necessarily disagree. Hey,
Hey,
hi,
Stacy.
Stacey.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh,
I
hello.
don't.
He
I
has
mean,
a bird, a Ben, a brother, and a Dolphy.
Oh, well, hello.
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 We killed the bad guy.
I was coming up to see if there was dinner.
You mean if I cooked that?
Not necessarily. More if I could cook myself food. So, yeah, you have to decide how you're handling this whole situation. But please take the gravity of the news as it's being to me pretty carefully perceptive. Am I whistling?
Jazz's woman.
Jazz with all sorts of background.
Alex has been the DJ of the party.
Okay, I don't know. I'm at the point of whatever we feel is the best solution. Kimberly doesn't want to kill somebody, but she realizes this guy is not a good thing.
If it offends your sensibilities, you
We
guys go in another room, I will kill him.
well, I know that we can't drag him back with us. I mean, it was a hard enough trek to get here without having to drag a prisoner. So
Yeah.
The party is talking about executing the necromancer. Because, for the greater good, no.
I have no problem letting him burn.
I
Let's be
think
100.
executing a restrained person, human, is an evil act. I mean, you can do it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just saying. For those of you that are more good alignment, think if your character would find that okay.
I don't think it's a good act. I don't think it's an evil act necessarily when in a situation of um I would say conflict where it's your life versus theirs. Like we can't leave this guy. We could leave him tied up. He's gonna die of starvation. We don't have the ability to bring
Not if
him
you leave
back
his
to
iron
just.
stone with him.
He'll still die. I mean, he's not
So,
gonna.
in war, killing was understandable. But if you're going to even say, we're going to play judge, jury, and executioner, and we're going to kill him because of his crimes, tell me what crimes he's committed.
Well, he tried to kill us.
Yeah.
In self defense.
No, because we didn't attack him directly. He started attacking us.
Chaz says we should take him back to the council for proper judgment. Candace is somewhat against killing him outright.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Canis, even though he did put me down pretty hard. I'm still.
There's no
So all we have
possible
to
outcome of
do
leaving
is
this guy alive that ends in something good.
Well, I
What
mean,
about
he
justice?
gets judgment, and our souls are not tainted by evil. That is one good outcome. I mean,
If you're worried
So,
about your soul, let me do it. I'll
well,
bear the full judgment for it by
letting
whatever
you do it
forces
is
there
different
are.
than doing it. So let me give you guys this from my GM's. You have dealt with multiple authoritative parties and forces in your campaign. You have obviously the council at Casper that is supposedly like the federal government from. You've dealt with Holy, who has hired you to investigate this issue. And there's that point, that fact that Bacon Elf specifically whispered in Adolphi's head twice now and wanted him taken out. She said you wanted to kill him. So take that into consideration. take into consideration you have the Temple of Naru and the different leadership there that all have kind of a different vibe for what's going on. You have the leadership in the city of Aroth, which you dealt with the dwarf, the elf, and the human. So you have lots of different forces that have their own political and moral agenda. So even if you were going to take him for judgment, you have to decide judgment by whom. Is he responsible to the temple and the force of light? Is he responsible to Aroth and the local municipality? Do you need to take him in front of the Blades of Memora and get him to the council for federal judgment? How do you handle all that? And what crime did he commit?
Well,
Or we could take him to
commit
Holy
or
and they can
plan
glean
to
information.
commit.
Isn't
He
intent?
was plotting the downfall of the government and total anarchy.
There is
He
intent
does
there.
have a manifesto against
He-
Catherine and against the council.
He
That
has
is true.
clearly expressed his desire to interfere with the established order of society, the natural order of society.
Mm-hmm.
Funny you say that, because didn't you just kind of throw a wrench in your concept of natural?
Emberly is conflicted, of course. Like, personally, she wants to see him burn. But, at the same point in time, he's, he deserves judgment.
By who? And how are we going to get him there? We barely survived this trip without having to lug around.
We keep him at 1 hit point, and we don't let him sleep. He gains levels of exhaustion. He can't do anything.
That's a meta game right there.
Problem is he's also very susceptible to dying along the way as it is then as well.
So I've been left alone with him for a minute here, haven't I?
You've been left alone with him for a while. Yeah.
I got to thinking that this is now twice that Bacon Elf has chimed in. I'm wondering if I would have just outright killed him while everybody left me with him.
Or why does Bacon Elf want him killed?
Yeah, at the same point, I don't have any, because the sending stone goes to the monastery that I have.
Correct.
Right?
You have a sending stone.
But that only communicates to the monastery, which.
Well, they would probably have
who
jurisdiction.
Who at the monastery gave it to us? Who's this going directly to? Remember? Because I just wrote monastery.
I'm pretty sure the leader of Paladin.
Okay. Do I want to communicate to them? Not really.
Oh, I totally plan on just sitting back and letting you guys talk, because I knew there was going to. I didn't think you'd have a conscious strain like this.
Well, decisions had to be made. Things were done. He was close to being on fire.
Yeah, if you didn't have to stop and heal everybody first, probably a fireball in the face first.
Yeah.
So what y'all gonna do?
I'm in favor of trying to take him back, but obviously it might be nigh impossible, so it might be better off just to I feel that he hasn't done anything
I mean, I don't know about
harmful.
You guys have him restrained and gagged. Look, 21. He isn't going.
Right, but we had to hop ice sheets down a river to get here.
Yeah, there's gotta be an easier way
Well,
back.
we didn't have to hop
because
by
you
sheets.
came that way.
You guys were being chased. We could float on one down this time.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going with the current, and you do have a sending stone if you want to call for help.
Yeah, I say we
got lots. You guys have tons of options.
Yeah.
just take him back to the monastery. It's where he wanted to go initially.
Pretty kitty.
Hi, kitty.
Okay, yeah, okay.
That's a Kaboth. That's a Bears watching. What you
So
watching?
I guess while I'm sitting here, while everybody ran off, uh, just thinking heavy thoughts about, or not heavy thoughts, but thinking really hard. See if Bacon Elf is just listening to my thoughts, and see if she chimes back in about why she wants him.
You will not get a response.
Yeah.
But at that point, it dawns on you, how did she even know where you were or what you were doing to begin with?
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. DM leaving clues.
Told you
Yeah.
guys shouldn't eat that bacon.
It was worth it.
If worst case is she knows where I'm at, all right.
Men. Just think with their stomachs always first.
I am not hand holding you. I will lead the conversation, but ultimately you guys have to handle all of this data.
I say we take it back to the monastery. I agree with Canis on the fact that we could probably it's going to be difficult if he doesn't make it. It's unfortunate, but I think that we aren't the ones that pass judgment. The people that are local of the area should be the people that pass judgment. He's the one that's threatening them. I mean, they're his target, so they're the ones that should be able. Well, in his
His
manifesto,
target was the federal government. According to his
Yeah.
manifesto, ultimate goal was to be able to basically raise an army, do an act of terrorism, yes, against the federal government because of their control and because of he's anti-establishment, but otherwise,
I would say lacking the capacity does not make his crimes go away. He was actively plotting this. He could have gotten the capacity eventually. He just
Yeah.
wasn't there yet.
Yeah, realistically, he's a bad guy. Let's just be honest. This guy's like raising dead things. He deserves to be. I mean, I don't want to kill him. I don't think he
but
deserves that.
he also tells you that all life is being snuffed out by some form of force. Is his research and his intelligence and his ability to continue this research not more important to the overall life of everybody on Reach?
Not when
That's
you're
kind of my
committing
thought.
acts of terrorism. No, that's not. It's not okay. You can't. You can't make one good. The greater good argument become a good thing.
His research is valuable, but he has no plans on using it for the greater good. Or at least not
The real
as
good.
we might define it. Or at least not as I would define it. I don't know about you.
I'm still in favor of taking him with us.
Yeah, I just.
That's where I stand.
This is fun.
I
For
say we
me.
all
I don't
put it
know.
to a vote. We got 5 people here. We should come with. We should be able to come up with a majority. My vote is to take him back
Take him back where?
to the city to be judged.
A Roth or Casper?
Casper's really far.
Say,
But
hey,
Casper is the federal government. That's who he was targeting too. Was the council? You know where your daddy is.
If it was judged
Yes, I
that's
know where it
within.
is, and I also know who's there. Ah, can we just put
This
him on a
is fun.
train from? Can we just go to Hazard
If
and
you
put
can
him
get
on
him
a
to
train?
Aroth, I'm sure you'd get him on a
Yeah,
train.
just get him on a train. Let the official
So,
deal with it.
well, let me throw this wrench out there. Out of all the different authoritative figures and power control groups, Holy, Aroth, the monastery, Casper, etc., who do you trust? Who has the right to commit judgment? who has the right to have his information in his research? And who do you trust to even know he exists?
Oh.
I vote for Holy.
It's almost like I've been leading up all of this to this.
How do
Almost,
you
but was
trust
he?
an organization called Holy? Like,
An
Come
organization
on!
that openly
It's
took
such.
control of one of us.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to
You don't know
say,
that. Dolphy didn't tell you that. Right now, the only person that knows about Bacon Elf and the meddling is Dolphy.
Well, I know about the Bacon Elf because he told me about the Bacon Elf, but he didn't tell me that the Bacon Elf took control of him. He said the Bacon Elf told him to kill her. So I do know that, and I am questioning
Okay.
how the Bacon Elf talked to the cat. That is something I'm unsure of.
and if she told him to kill this man, we already know what their judgment is, correct?
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
So, if their judgment is already done, why are we wasting their time and our effort?
I'm really leaning towards I would have killed him. I think that's where my vote.
This is so good for me. Mainly because I know all the back parts. La, 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 la.
Bacon Elf should not be the one making our decisions. She made bacon. That's it.
While she was naked.
Okay, well, sure.
Yeah, but I don't have anybody else talking in my head.
But Bacon Elf wasn't, was it Allura? She wasn't the main person that hired you.
I thought it was the other guy. There was a guy that was there. I
She
can't
is
remember.
working with him, but clearly
She's
she
a
was
second
not on
hand of
top.
Holy.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't make this call.
You guys do realize that you are in one of the most secluded and secure places in the world. So you have
kind of
time to
like this
think
as a
about
base
this.
of operation.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
there is actual rations and food here. Although you now have a ring of sustenance or iron stone of sustenance as well. So one of you doesn't have to eat or drink as soon as you're attuned to it. But you have time to stay here and do research, investigate, or whatever. You never gave a timeline of when you were going to be back to the monastery. So you don't have to rush this decision.
Right.
We could always sleep on it and decide, unless we come back and find out that Dolphy is just
Yeah.
off, just snapped his neck.
No hand holding here. This is up to y'all. I'm just chilling.
I mean,
Literally laying on my
I'm
couch.
just going to say, if you guys leave me alone with him, he'll be dead by the time you get back.
Seth
It
Rack
doesn't
tells
matter.
the party an ultimatum.
Mm.
Yeah, he. When you guys come out, he's dead. I think I'm all on it.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, Dolph, because they would have
I would have.
checked back in with stuff.
Depending on, I'm. That's my decision. Is I've decided I'm wanting to stab him. So depending on how long they take for somebody to come out of there and decide otherwise, but I really think
All
he would
right,
have
Dolphy,
made the
we'll leave that
decision.
up to. We're going
So
to leave that up to the dice to
unless
see
they
if you
come
have that
out,
opportunity before that happens.
yep. Because
So I'm going to give you a
we'll do that.
22% chance that you still have the opportunity to stab them before there would be at least a witness,
Yep.
and a 15% chance that Zach votes for Holy, believes they have the best use of the information, and a 15% chance you can do it without a witness. So I'm going to have you roll percentile.
Okay.
22 or under, 22 to 15, you can do it with a witness. 15 or less, you can do it without a witness. Above that, somebody will be at least there to try and stop you. So you can still do it, but 58. Okay. So you're like thinking about it, and everybody's kind of talking in their own way, and then you're like, yeah, you know what, Bacon Chicken's gonna do it. I'm just gonna stab. And right as you got that thought, who was in the lab?
I was.
Me.
The two that were in the lab, that would be the bird and Emberly,
I would
walk
be in
back
the
into the room.
lab.
Oh no, Canis.
Yeah.
Cass, I thought
Canis
you
and
went in the
Emberly
house.
walk back in the room.
Or the
So you could
house.
still just turn around and stab the dude.
Something.
He's restrained, so it'll be an automatic critical hit. But
Well,
they're
at this,
there. So you guys.
Hey, Spirit, why you get that look? What's going on?
well, I figured we were done with him, so it's time to be done with this.
Okay, you see, last time
Murder.
you were about to just go. We were trying to talk about this. This whole like spur of the moment, draw my sword, gonna attack something without talking. I mean, don't get me wrong, Canis really did this. This is on you, Canis. But
But the blood's not on my hand.
I get it. I get it. I'm just saying. But maybe we should just bring him in and just let the authorities deal with him.
Do you really think we can get him all the way back to someone?
Well, if you were going to kill him and he dies along the way because we couldn't, that's the way it goes. But at least we can make the attempt.
A lot of extra hassle getting back, I think.
Well, that's just my thought. I'm just saying maybe not to be rash and just up and kill somebody is not necessarily the best choice. I mean, consider this also thought. The whole thing of killing people is a really, really bad thing.
If they deserve it, though.
Yeah, outright killing.
Just saying, with the whole like you kill somebody, then there are only so many people that can live. That killing
So we'll
people.
trade the bad for another option. I mean,
I
if you think we can get him back, I mean, I guess we can give it a shot.
well,
We
I
can
don't.
always
I
call
mean,
the
we got
monks for
here,
help.
right? I mean, if we got here, we can get him back there, right? I mean, the river
Possibly.
flows back that way. Not.
Yeah.
It should be an easier trek.
Guess if you're up for letting the monks decide, I guess we can give that a shot.
Kenneth, seeing that you're with us, Kenneth, what would you do in this situation? I mean, I'm
I
not.
would try.
I don't want to be I don't want to be the person that decides this. I'm just saying that it's to me just cold blood killing a guy tied up seems wrong.
There's moral dilemmas to that I don't agree with. That's for sure. Like I said, I've sticking to it from the beginning. Like he needs to face proper judgment, proper counsel. Who are we to decide that? Like for all we know, like his findings where it's this life force that's being snuffed out at like conception, basically. Where's the proof that this is actually happening? That this is the way the life's been in balance ever since the beginning. Today's a crock. We just take it back to the monastery, and from there back to Foley. I'll carry him if it needs to be. That's where I stand.
Well, if you've stood and made a decision, I'm not gonna. Guess I won't argue against it. I don't have necessarily a real firm reason one way or the other. But
Well,
I
what
think
what
it's more
level of
your responsibility at that point then.
what level of being would that have to be able to
Okay.
be present and invisible at conception to take the energy? Like if that's
Yeah, this
true,
killings of a mad scientist.
what if it's true?
It is. Who am I?
Chaz, I missed what you said. I'm sorry, my headset died, but um,
He said Emberly sucks.
that's what I
Yeah.
assumed. Okay.
Basically, we just take
Essentially
him back.
decided
We
him and killing you.
take him back and
Yeah.
do that. But I mean, hey, if you want to kill him because it's gonna get the shit over with quicker, that's fine. So be it.
Why not bring him back to masters that can actually contain him so we can get more information out of him? And then we can check to see if it's true information or not.
Yeah. Why don't we just use the sending stone to call into the monastery and see what they know about this guy, if anything? Like again, like we were told to come
We're just
here.
to find
Just so
him.
you're aware, sending stone to the monastery means you are tipping the hat to the monastery of him and whatever information you give it. So that means you are trusting the monastery to be involved in the process.
Oh, I don't. No, I don't want to go to the monastery. I'll go back to the city.
Well, hold on. Going a little further, right? Isn't the
Mm-hmm.
monastery being besieged right now by like the Redead?
Yeah.
Right?
So we
So
have to
Do
get
we really
past
want to
that.
go back there?
no, that's why we go back to the city.
But we have to go past the
The
waves
monastery to
either
get to the
way.
Right. Right.
city.
Now here's the other thing I wanna point out. One other thing before we decide this guy's not worth killing or keeping, we should just kill him. He does have other knowledge. Like let's consider the fact that he figured out how not to use the Redead, but to animate these other corpses to defend himself. That could
Mhm.
be extremely useful against the Redead if in fact we get in a situation where we need to defend ourselves. So his
He also
knowledge,
would probably be the most knowledgeable person that you've ever met about the Redead and how they operate, strengths, weaknesses, investigation, etc.
right? I think I
Oh,
I think that
I
I,
love.
as Tanasi has mentioned, his knowledge and information is too valuable for us to just kill. Now,
And
who we
too
tr-
dangerous to trust anyone else with.
well,
Oh, good point.
so who do we trust? Who do you trust?
Oh, that is. This is worth every penny.
There's I mean that's the $1 million question. Who do we trust other than
Who?
ourselves, right? Right now, like I trust you guys, but I don't trust any of these organizations that I've come in contact with. I mean, I sort of trust Holy only because Impa worked for them and works with them. But that doesn't mean that much. I mean, she's a spy, you know? So I don't know if we can trust the monastery. I don't know if we can trust Holy. I don't know if we can trust the government. So what do we do with it?
I like that dwarf guy. I trust him.
I like the cat guy with all the cats. He was cool.
There's only one person I would trust who might be as powerful enough to contain this man. I don't think I can get to him.
Mm, we can
Yeah, I
try.
saw that.
And I don't think I can trust you guys to be led to.
That's
No
fair.
offense, but Spirit wants to be with the Blades, and the Blades, when they encounter psionics, bad things happen.
Hmm.
Normally, yeah. That is understand that dilemma.
And quite frankly, I don't even know if my master can contain this person.
Okay.
I don't have an answer for this. This is a dilemma. I don't have. I mean,
I mean, there's not really a quote right
no,
answer.
no, no. There's not. But the problem is there's not a good answer either. Like we don't have a good answer other than just kill him. I mean, because you are right, Sethrak. If we just kill him, then nobody has the information, and yay, that's good. But it is
Until we
valuable,
need the information.
right? And then when we could have used it, because we're getting our asses beat, and we're like, damn, it would be nice to have an army of not re-dead.
I will tell
Well,
you that just killing him does have positive and negative implications with different groups throughout the world. I've already accounted for. That's not a you threw me a curveball. We're just gonna kill him. Okay. What if the party just kills him was the first thing I
Right, right. And I don't like murder hobo being the first option. It should be like the last option if we have that option, have the option. But the problem is we have no way
especially
to.
in this world.
Yeah, we need a way to contain people, and that's the problem is we don't have a way to truly contain this guy.
I mean, you've got him bound and gagged. He is not getting.
Right.
You have him contained. He doesn't weigh a ton. You could
I
get him back to the monastery or past the. I mean, there's tons of options. You could go back to the monastery and try and get horses. You try and get one of those, take it back to the monastery, not let him know he's there, or take it back to the monastery and present him in front of the principals there. You could take him to Aroth. You could take him. You could try and contact Holy. You could try and contact the Blade. Tons.
All right. I think we need to decide what side we're on until we know that they're a bad side. I think that's what it comes down to. Are we on holy side, monastery side, government side? What are we doing? What have we seen out of the time that we've spent with them? And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to think. Remember the time that we've spent with a lot of these guys. Who do you feel like we could trust more?
Well, I definitely don't trust the monastery. They've been
well,
nothing but shady.
I agree. I agree with that. I don't trust the
So,
monastery. Not at all.
whoever gets this
Or
information, that shifts the balance of power dramatically for this world.
hmm
I refuse to make that decision.
Or would us bringing him to the monastery make the monastery actually trust?
Ah,
it's not. I don't think it's a matter of if the monastery trusts us. I don't trust them.
right. That's what I'm asking. Who do we trust? I don't care if they trust us. Who do we
Yeah.
trust? Because that's what matters right now. Is who do we think is going to do the more good with this versus bad? They may
Well, isn't
they may have
Holy
their own
not able to figure
agendas.
this out anyway?
They're going to have their all of them are going to have their own agendas. Keep that in mind. All of them are going to have their own agendas. But which one is going to apply this to the most actual good? That's the question.
I still say I think we'll gain the most information and benefit out of taking it to Holy. Because Holy's already knows there's an issue and they're trying to figure it out. This could prove valuable knowledge for them to actually figure it out, and then in theory, we should be in the loop with that information.
I agree. So far,
Mm.
Holy's at as is the furthest on or is the highest on my list.
They've certainly tipped their hands the most to us.
Right.
I think if
And at
we're
least he
taking him out of
resurrected
here,
me
that
after
would be
killing me.
would be where
That
if
is
I had to
true.
take a vote, if I'm taking him anywhere, it's back to them.
To Holy?
hmm
All right. Our sending
So that's
stone
3 for Holy?
goes to the
The
monastery.
monastery.
So we don't have a
Yeah.
way to
Principal of the
contact Holy.
Paladins at the. You do
Right.
not have a direct way, fully, although it's been proven they you and how.
Okay.
Did anybody else really understand him? He was chopping
No,
up.
he was chopping up on my end too.
Aww. You
That
don't have
wasn't
a way to contact Holy, though they've technically obviously contacted you. They are obviously observant.
all right. I say we go
Good.
back to the town. If we have to hit up the monastery along the way, not actually go to the monastery, but maybe a couple of us can go there to get some horses and then meet the group outside of the monastery. I mean, I'd prefer not to go as near to that as possible. One, because of the re-dead issue that they're dealing with. Two,
Mm.
I don't really want to get close to there because I don't
Yeah.
trust them. I mean, that's
And we're bringing him with?
Yeah, I think we're bringing
Okay.
him with at this
Yeah.
point.
We're bringing him with.
Alright.
Okay, has the
There's
party come to a
Brad.
consensus?
Yeah.
Okay, you're all dead.
Yay! Rocks fall.
We were supposed to kill him.
Fall, everybody died.
Except for I told you I got that resistance to rocks falling. It's on my character sheet.
I'm a monk.
And now you are a
I'm a
flat
monk
monk.
works as well as I'm a mystic. I spend 5 key points and nobody gets hurt by rocks. Alright.
I can't do that.
Oh, we lost him. Lost him.
Quick, while the DM's gone.
Of course, my wife is now streaming Netflix, so we'll see how this works.
Maybe it'll do better. It'll hold a more steady connection.
Be taking them back to Holy.
Yes.
So you have him bound and gagged. You guys are going to, I assume, decide to rest here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to rest.
All right. Before we move further, since we're resting, who is acquiring said items? I know that's another stupid talking point, but we got to figure that out so people can attune to them. I don't really care. The wand has to go to a spellcaster. That's all I know. So it can go to Canis, myself. I think Sethrak, you're considered a spellcaster as a mystic.
Nope.
Nope.
I don't have spell slots. I am just Scion.
Okay. So
I'll
Canis,
take the ring of necrotic resistance.
Okay. So we got one person wanting the ring. Anybody else want any specific item? Canis, you want the wand? I mean, it doesn't have you don't have to consider it like a count against the number of magical items you have. I mean, if we find something that's better for you to use, you're going to get it. But somebody should have it.
I have a feeling the potion's going to go to Dolphy.
I agree. Yeah, the potion is giant strength, definitely. What was the other one?
And it's gaseous form.
Gaseous form.
Gaseous form is nice.
I wasn't pulling much on that. What
I would
they go
give the
for?
gaseous form to Canis. Because then I think you can still cast spells, or at least get out of the dodge. Or, well, actually, let's look that up. What does gaseous form allow you to do? Because if it doesn't allow you to cast spells, then it probably should go to, like, the monk or something.
The monk that can fly.
Yep. Right, and it's like a potion that allows somebody to fly. I don't know.
Potion of gaseous form. You gain the effect of the gaseous form spell for 1 hour. No concentrated, or until you end it as a bonus action. You get a flying speed of 10 feet. You can occupy a space of another creature. You have resistance to non-magical damage. Advantage on strength, dex, and con saving throws. You can pass through small holes near openings, blah, blah, blah. You can't fall or remain hovering in even air, even if stunned or incapacitated. No verbal components. Can't speak.
Wouldn't hurt me.
You can't attack. Can't cast spells. Can't manipulate any objects. It says the target cannot attack or cast spells.
Or cast spells. Okay, yep. I thought you said just verbal. Got it.
You literally become a gas cloud. That's it. But it's a great get out of jail free, run away, or infiltrate, one of the two.
I'm just going to say I'm probably going to be the best scout we have access to if I want to be. So if that's going to be better for scouting than infiltrating, it would be nice to have.
It's a potion. It's going to be a one-time deal. Take it.
Yep. Lasts for 1 hour.
Yep.
And you said it was the potion of giant strength?
Storm giant strength. Sets your strength.
Oh, Jesus.
That was the question, is I missed what type of giant.
Storm.
Got it.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's the biggest one.
Yeah.
That gives you a +9 modifier.
I might actually hit something.
Not if you roll a 1. Double 1
Yeah,
still mean you miss.
Really hard. And then you have the wand, the
Ion Stone.
The Ion Stone and the ring. The bird said he wanted the ring.
Canis, you want the Ion Stone? It kind of pair well with those boots. You're like, Mister, I don't need.
Yeah,
anything.
he wants the stone. He wants the stone. Yeah, he like doesn't care about cold or heat
Then
or just cold. He doesn't care about elements. He doesn't care about food. Doesn't care about drink. He just needs to not be able to breathe, and he'll be fine.
One day.
One day. Working on it.
All right.
Hey, the necromancer can help you with that.
I'll consider it. To become a lich.
I'll take the one. I wonder. She'll be if so. Unless you want. Do you want that as well, Canis? Do you want or Chaz?
Oh no, Emberly, you take the wand.
Yeah, you take the wand. I'll get 3 items.
You're the chaotic, crazy one.
Yeah. And Candidates, I'm guessing you want the diamond.
Yeah, I'll hang on to it.
Cleric should probably be the one storing diamonds.
Considering
with a thought on that, can we collect some of the diamond dust in there?
There's not enough. It's itty bitty little sparkles. It's not enough.
Remains. Got it.
Yeah, no. A diamond worth 300 or more gold pieces seems to be a thing a cleric should carry.
Yeah.
Almost like I thought of that.
Almost.
Oh. Okay. Ben, odd or even?
Odd.
4 is even. Okay. So you guys loot, plunder, pillage, everything. You make triple check and make sure he is fully restrained. You grab like the bed sheets and everything, and make like a thing to drag him with, and you can drag him along. And you head out. And as you start heading out, he starts motioning.
Just motioning.
The necromancer needs to tell you something.
All right. Put a knife up to his throat. Pull his gag out.
Ooh, do I dimension door away? Is the question.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to roll, and on a 19 or 20, I'm going to dimension door away. On an 18 or lower, I'm going to do what I was going to. Okay. There's 2 things. 1, you need the command word. It's sunflower. 2, I need food. You took my stone. I haven't eaten in 2 years.
Somebody's got some fun trail rations they've been feeding me. It's totally disgusting, but it's what you're gonna get.
That works. You feed him some trail rations. You can regag him. The command word for the lift is sunflower. And off you go. You take the lift through the long, dark ride up to the lake. You pull up on the lake, and it is going to be close to sundown. And you are, or no, you guys rested. So we'll say you left in the morning. The sun is just cresting above the shadow of the mountain, and so it's going to warm up a little bit. You guys are going to start headed your way down the river. You're going to find a decent-sized ice floe, hop on it that's moving at a decent speed, keeping an eye out on the ridge for giants throwing things at you, or the murlocs down in the water. As you get farther down the river, and the river gets warmer, the murlocs get more and more plentiful, but they don't seem to bother you. As you continue moving closer and closer to the monastery, when you get within half a mile of the monastery, you start hearing the sounds of battle. Almost like the monastery is under siege by an army of Redead.
Yeah, we're gonna go around. Yeah.
All right, so you guys are going to try and avoid it as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Let me find Chaz's notes. Did I bookmark those? I don't think I did I? Oh, thank you, sir. Perfect. Somebody's dying.
Yeah, it's 11.
Quick full screen birds and watch the TV in the mirror.
It's 11.
Oh yeah, it was car freshener in French. Jerks. I was looking down and said it in French. Oh yeah, Emanat de Voiture was his name. So, as you guys are moving, you're basically going to head to the eastern part of the mountains and take some of the goat paths around. And it's getting close to the end of the evening. On the second day, you guys are traveling and resting with no problem. And you're going to see the field of re-dead that are literally swarming and attacking. It's about 10,000 of them. There's some of those skeletons that can raise other skeletons in there. And you've also noticed that there is a group at the back that almost seem like a command unit. They're all wearing long black cloaks. These seem to be humans or humanoids. They're way off on the battlefield, though. So, but there's obviously somebody that's involved in this. But as you guys are starting to make your way warmer and down into the plains, eventually there's a bright flash of light as you're walking along. And standing in front of you is a very gorgeous elf and a human.
Does she have a faint?
Dorfal. Oh, sorry.
Does she have a
Do
faint
we
smell of
smell
bacon?
She has a faint smell of bacon.
Hey.
Arwen's like, hey, what's up, guys? Funny meeting you here. That's a joke because we came to you.
Right.
Quick look at everybody else. Like, yeah, everybody sees her, not just me. Like,
So yeah, funny thing. Nice to see you. Maybe. We were actually just coming to see you, if possible. So
seems to cut our journey a little shorter.
right. Um. So we got the guy that you told our cat person to kill.
Oh, you
Yeah,
didn't follow instructions.
I,
Okay. And she says a word, and he dies.
that was stupid.
He literally just.
I told you we would have saved ourselves a trip.
It's like, I don't understand why he's still alive, but that's okay. So, what did you learn from him? And we're going to stop right there.
Because I really, I have a lot to say to that statement.
I know you do, and I'm going to let y'all think about it because it's a loaded question.
Not as much as I wanted to.
That's kind of what I figured was going to happen. And as soon as you get close, and I'll explain it all next game, but
Yeah.
I know exactly why that happened, and this will definitely make or break your relationship with Holy one way or the other.
Yeah.
And if it breaks it, we better run.
Oh, she's okay. She's a 20th level sorceress. You'll be fine.
Yeah, your CR9 Archmage almost killed us, so.
There's actually a method to the madness, and
I'm with Bacon Lady.
you're with Bacon Lady. But she just murdered him outright, and he was restrained, and she cast Power Word Kill at him.
Yeah.
So
I was
that was
forced out of there.
intentional. That was intentional for y'all to think about her motives. Either way, I had fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And this is going to start the major next chapter in the story. And
So-
we will go from there.
We didn't get experience last adventure. Where are we at now? Are we almost fourth level? Because we leveled up the venture before. CR9.
Look at that thought. Look at that thought.
Guys leveled up for last.
We leveled up
Third
before
level.
the last adventure.
Level. Hold on, you cut out. So
Yep.
you've played 2 games at 3rd level.
You're right.
Yes.
Bert, I'm going to give you a 14% chance you can level up. Roll percentile.
14%
Yes.
chance.
Because, you should be doing like 4 games before you level to 4.
All right, that's fair. I'm okay
It's
with
gonna
that.
take forever then.
But if you roll
All right.
much higher percent,
Let's give it a shot.
like odd 7. Oh, so close.
Yeah.
Probably
I'm sorry,
fourth gate.
you cut out there. I'm sorry. What was that?
Yeah.
Definitely if you make.
I think I heard definitely. That's about the
Ooh.
only thing I heard.
Yeah, just type it to us. The suspense is killing me.
Sorry.
Okay,
Deal.
makes sense.
Makes sense.
I had fun.
Yeah, it
Absolutely.
was a good
Which
time. All right.
All right.
Well, I
Chaz.
think
We
that's the
lived.
night.
in the middle of a field, halfway between. So, TTYL.
Later.
Later, guys.
Night.
Nerds.